reaching out, cause I cannot fight this feeling anymore. Feels like I've been blown away. I'm pushing out, we're not running round in circles anymore. Feels like I've been blown away, and I won't do it again. No, 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 I won't do it again. No, 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 I won't do it again. And I won't do it again. And I won't do it again. These words won't get through to me when I'm not listening. These words are no use, no telling me, is this worth risking? And I won't do it again. I'm reaching out, cause I cannot fight this feeling anymore. Feels like I've been blown away. I'm pushing out, we're not running round in circles anymore. Feels like I've been blown away, and I won't do it again. No, 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 I won't do it again. No, 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 and I won't do it again. And I won't do it again. These words won't get through to me when I'm not listening. These words are no use, no telling me, is this worth risking? And I won't do it again.
There we go. There's the drop. Welcome, welcome one, welcome all, welcome ladies and gentlemen to our second day of the. This is actually way too loud. BTL Season 16 semifinals. Today we have Knights of Ishtar, the undefeated team, the #1 seed, versus Spectre Gaming, who was the #3 seed coming out of the regular season. And the bands are coming out very quickly. I am joined here in the booth by Little Rodney, aka OldSad Boy, aka probably supporting Kendrick in the beef. Are you here? Oh, he's gone. Well, he literally left. Wait, he's not in the channel anymore. All right, well, I tried to hit it off to OldSad Boy, but he literally disappeared as soon as I unmuted and mentioned his name. So it's just gonna be me for right now. Oh, is he back?
There we go.
Oh, there he
hear
is.
you
Hey, welcome. You missed my my little intro thing for you to talk.
Sorry.
I said Little Rodney, aka OldSad Boy, aka he's probably supporting Kendrick in the beef.
I mean,
But then again,
was already
who was
there.
it? Yeah, that's fair. That's true.
I mean, to be fair, your boy doesn't look bad anymore.
Which boy? J. Cole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Your boy J. Cole.
I would never say Jake's my boy.
looks like a genius now. Am I very quiet? Do I need to turn it up?
Very
Sorry,
quiet today.
I was fighting
turn it
my.
up. All right.
I was fighting my interface just now.
Okay.
But we'll get back to that because Knights of Ishtar, Spectre Gaming. Knights of Ishtar taking Nautilus, Poppy, and Smolder, and Spectre is taking Zach, Zaya, and Ivern. I am very interested to see what's going to happen with the Smolder.
Yeah, Smolder things. Has he continued to get changes over the past few patches?
I mean, he's gotten nerfed enough, but a lot of people I've seen have been playing in mid, which...
Okay, this could be a little bit of a flex then.
Yeah, so I'm kind of curious if that's going to be the new move, just because he has faster access to stacks.
Zach Ivern, so thinking probably Zach top? I don't think they play Ivern mid. I think Ivern mid is pretty exclusive to DPS and Quegger. I don't think anyone else has been playing Ivern mid, but interesting to see Zach and Ivern being picked up by Spectre Gaming. Although Spectre Gaming has been doing this the past few weeks where they are very flexy. They are very flexible. They have been willing to flex picks into a different lane, so that's something that Spectre Gaming has really been doing here recently. And the Oriana ban, so yeah, they don't believe it's anything there is going mid. Maybe one of this is going support. Maybe this is Ivern support.
I mean,
or
maybe.
Zach support. It seems pretty interesting that they would pick their jungle and top so early.
Did that change my audio at all?
Yeah, I think so.
Discord is. I think Discord just refused to acknowledge
the correct microphone.
Yeah, that might have been what was going on. But yeah, no. The Zach Ivern for sure. I am worried. Oh, and a Vigar. So because we've also seen Zach supports, right? And that's also been in pro play. We have seen the Ivern, and the Ivern I guess can be mid and could be top technically. I mean, granted, there is a Poppy. Poppy is very good for Zax and for dashing off the Ivern if you get that steadfast presence steadfasting. So, yeah, no, I'm really interested to see what Spectre is going to do.
And Graves here. So we're thinking Poppy top, Nautilus and Smolder bot lane, Swain in the mid lane, and Graves jungle. We haven't seen Graves jungle in a long while.
Who was the last person we saw? I think, was Roberto the last person we saw go Graves jungle?
Maybe. We haven't seen it much this season at all. We have. I know it used to be in passive. We used to see it all the time. But yeah, Graves is always a solid pick. A solid potential carry from the.
Oh, and a Blitzcrank.
Okay, interesting. Blitzcrank here for learning. The last pick for Spectre Gaming was used on support. Interesting. None of the things we saw before were support. I guess that's jungle and top. Fair enough. And we're going to see the Blitzcrank as the last pick. Who do you want to pull there? Smolder and Smolder alone? Smolder and only Smolder? Right? Only Smolder.
Yeah. Pulling a Swain into your backline is
everything else
negative
is
good.
Maybe Graves. Yeah, I suppose. But Graves does get kind of tanky. I mean, I suppose if he could blow him up, can they blow him up? If Vagar is huge, maybe. I don't know. I don't understand.
I feel like we saw this a couple weeks ago. We saw this a couple weeks ago where somebody picked Blitzcrank, and then we were like,
I think of DPS picked Blitzcrank. And yeah, we had like a similar reaction. Like, wait, who do you want to pull here? I mean, okay.
Yeah,
We'll see.
But also, it went poorly. It went poorly, if I remember correctly. Like it didn't. It couldn't. There was no one to pull.
Yeah.
And yeah. So I think this was almost the exact same scenario. So
It's interesting.
I'm very worried.
It's so funny. Usually, whenever we question something, rarely do we get proven wrong. We do get proven wrong sometimes, but oftentimes it's like, wow, look at how correct we were. crazy how our silver brains were like, hey, I don't know about this. Something seems fishy here. But I was like, maybe. I mean, learning's a master's player. I mean, who knows? He can learn me something today.
Well, you're right. I mean, there's also the fact that like 2 + 2 never stops equaling 2. Supposedly, I'm sure somebody with an advanced math degree is gonna come in here and be like, actually, 2 + 2 = 4.11899.
Did you mean to
blah,
say
blah, blah.
2 + 2 = 2? I'm not sure if that was the meaning.
I don't know. I don't
he
know.
said 2 + 2 never stops equaling 2. I was like, well.
That's even worse. I meant to say 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, well, actually.
So yeah, but yeah, the point still stands that maybe this is some advanced non-Newtonian calculus being performed here on the side of Spectre Gaming, and they just know the super secret that we don't. But worries and fears for me.
They gotta be doing. I have no idea. Like what Xayah even? I have no idea. I don't get it at all. I mean, maybe they're trying to do something interesting versus Knights of Ishtar to get something interesting early game. I mean, you got to take advantage of Blitz early game. If you have Blitz, you got to do playmaking. And I do believe learning is capable of doing that, but there's just so...
the other thing is, they don't have a lot of early gamers,
You're very correct. You're very correct.
So, like, hey, Blitz made an amazing play. Way to go. You got Vygar. 4 stacks.
Yep. You got Vygar some stacks.
Right? Like, Zach, you CC'd somebody for 8 more seconds with Zach. Do you really get... What is going to be the eventual advantage, I guess, is the question. And I could not tell you.
Hey, if they win this game, but not to be started in an interesting spot. Like, ain't no way they won with that Blitzcrank pick. If they somehow win this game, that'll be something serious. That'll be very interesting. I cannot imagine it, but maybe learning could teach me a thing or two. I was comparing Knights of Ishtar last night, hilariously, to the Denver Nuggets. We were talking about, like, who should be, like, the favorite coming out and going into the finals as we saw Mighty Throws take the victory. And I was saying now, and your back next was in the booth was saying that he thinks that Mighty Throws are like kind of the favorites. They've been looking really good the past couple weeks. And I was saying like, hold up now. They've been looking good, but I'm not ready to say that they are the favorites over the team that's undefeated. Like you're gonna have to prove to me first that y'all can beat Knights of Ishtar. It's kind of like because off of history and how good they've been, like you kind of have to prove to me that you can beat them. So it's kind of like the Denver Nuggets. Like you gotta have to prove to me that someone else can beat them in the series. Someone else can beat them. And hilariously enough, earlier today, Denver Nuggets lost game 1 at home to the
I mean, they did lose.
Yeah.
I am.
Do they have
I remain
Anthony Edwards
unworried. I remain unworried. Is the worst way I could put that.
For the Denver Nuggets or for
the Denver Nuggets?
Okay, yeah. I also remain unworried for the Knights of Ishtar right now. That is the analog.
Related.
Yeah.
Nobody is happier about what's going on social media because there's a huge overlap between the people who want to say things about the Western Conference right now and people who want to say things about rap music, and they are not talking about the Suns and the Lakers and the Clippers right now. They are not, because all of my beautiful King LeBron fans are just holding their heads over what is happening to their beautiful Canadian king. So they don't have time to talk about what the Lakers should be doing with the roster, okay? And then the real basketball fans who should be talking about what the Clippers need to do with playoff and Kawhi, they're not talking about that because they're talking about they're looking up their 9th dimension Kendrick Lamar interpretation. So I'm just saying those have got to be the happiest people in the world right now. Reversibly, I think Knights of Ishtar should be very happy with Spectre's draft because on top of which outside of also Smolder.
Oh wait, we're running out of time for our ad break.
Yeah, you got to work really hard to kill somebody. But yes, we should go to the ad break, and we will be back with Game One, Knights of Ishtar versus Spectre. Hang on, the ad break is still going.
Oh, okay.
Ad break got.
I thought I had like little loading bars saying that the ad break was going on out, but I don't know, maybe not. Was it longer than a minute?
It felt longer than a minute. It
It's
did.
supposed to be a 1 minute ad break. Okay. Are you loading into the game? Pause at 5?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Let's get into it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yep.
10,
Yep.
11. Let's get into game 1 of our second semifinals best of 5 series. This time between Knights of Ishtar and Spectre Gaming. Knights of Ishtar, being the higher seed, chose to be blue side for game 1.
Yeah. And we do see some 5-person stackage go down here
This
in the bot
is-
lane.
Why? But why is Veigar not?
But
with
there's.
them?
Yeah, there's.
So
but
they're
it's just wards.
expecting the invade here. Certainly, if
Yeah.
you're Ishtar, I mean, they picked Blitzkrieg, I mean, but then Spectre's not actually doing it.
Very
They're playing mind
interesting.
games? I mean, what are they
Well,
doing?
they
What's
know
the-
that you know that they know. Then
Yeah, I
you
mean-
know that they know. Look, there are known knowns, known unknowns, and unknown unknown. Okay?
Yeah,
If you don't get that reference to a reference, I can't help you. But
I'm glad I
did they
don't.
just look like they were walking really slow for no reason just now, or am I just really zoomed
I
out?
I looked away for a second.
Oh.
I'm not exactly.
Walking to top lane, they look like they were walking super slow, but maybe
the
I'm
minions or the people.
the people.
Poppy.
No, Ivern and Zach, they just looked like they were walking mad slow. But again, I could just be really zoomed out. I'm not sure. But everybody is in their proper places. Nothing too fancy going on. We do have Grasp of the Undying on both of the top laners.
This
It
is
is
such a
going to be.
this is such a this draft just for Spectre just seems so horrendous. Like this is such a counter in the top lane too. Like just like counter as a, oh my god!
Very nice hook by learning immediately, and Death by Video Game hooks
Death by
basic
Video Game
right back.
Does respawn. That was a yank from learning though. I'm
That was
assuming
nice.
that's the point of this pick. But now they're going to get an early gank here potentially from Roberto.
Oh no, Roberto's going up to clear some waves. Esset is dodging out most of Ventro's level 2 combo and does get some pretty good damage there. Lake getting pretty good damage on Tygoon. But the thing is, yeah, no. That's the same. That's the same. They're doing the same. And if I remember correctly, the Q damage does pretty good work. But Volperto is going to be caught out here and he's going to get rooted by Swagasm. Going to get pulled back by the feathers. And looks like he's going to go down. That is going to be first blood, but it's going to go over to Learning. Learning is going to go down to Death by Video Game. So both supports getting a kill.
Off of their Ignite.
So I was going to say, I'm pretty sure the Poppy Q actually does like percent damage or there's a reason it counters tanks.
Yeah.
So like, you know, it's double helpful to Poppy. That said, Ventro might be in trouble here. There's no ward. Also, is going to get engulfed in the event horizon. Is going to hit level 4. Is now going to flash. Might have flashed early. Is going to get rooted up. Is going to take a bunch of damage, but is going to be okay mostly. Walks away just fine. Learning and Basic also hanging out here. Learning does miss the hook there, but yeah, even then we are even in gold, even with the bonus gold from the first blood.
Yeah. And which side got first blood? It was Spectre that got first blood, right?
Yeah, Spectre did get first blood. It was the Blitzcrank on the Volperto, which of course is always going to be the preferred kill person. You kill it. You trade a jungler for a support every time. Somebody who was smarter than me explained it in chess terms. You know, trading a pawn for a knight or something. I don't know, but Frostbite might be in trouble here. Is going to get rooted up. Swagasm is nearby. Learning also hanging out. Maybe going to try a hook over the wall, but they're just going to decide to push in this wave on the side of Spectre right now. Couple of nice stacks there by Frostbite though. But yeah, wave is going to get pushed in. Just outside of that little kerfuffle. Looks like nothing too major is going to be going on. I'm going to go back. The supports. Learning has Hex Flash. Death by Video Game does not. Well, maybe? Actually, did not flash initially. So now I'm worried. Can I see if he has Hex Flash? It won't tell me. So now we have to wait and see if there's a Hex Flash on this Nautilus as well. But there is Hex Flash available for Learning. And also, they're on a ward here. Death by Video Game is on a ward. And Volperto's probably going to get spotted coming in as well. That is going to be Lake jumping over the wall and immediately getting wall slammed by Tygoon. Tygoon walking away. Getting another grass proc as well. Vision being cleared down here on this bot side. Looks like all the junglers are here as well. Going to be an adventure. Lake takes a tower shot? Okay, friend. Death by Video Game, it looks like it's pulled in. Yeah, and now is going to get pulled in again. That is going to be Volperto coming with the save, as Death by Video Game did have to flash out, does have Hex Flash. Yeah, Esset is here. Ventro is not. Let's see if this Event Horizon can horizon. Oh, no, that is a stunned up baby dragon. I don't know, friend. There's a lot of CC coming through. Even with the ghost and the flash. Looks like Frostbite is going to be able to get away. We get to see the top lane for some reason. They are not low at all. Lake is going to take a tower shot, but I think they're going to be fine. Lake is going to go in the Let's Bounce. Tygoon is going to use a Steadfast Presence, though, and is going to be fine. Nobody died. Nobody died. All of that, and nobody died.
Yeah, everywhere. That's crazy.
And now the teleport comes back in to mid lane from Esset. Ventro walking back as well. Nobody died. No tower plates were taken. Looks like one might be taken by Lake. Lake finally gets it off the demolish proc, but again, taking tower shots is gonna slam in Tygoon and take another tower shot. Tygoon is just like, okay, I have teleport. I'll come back. Very, very interesting.
Okay, and
like, sure, friend, but the drugs are gonna be started here by Knights of Ishtar, and they already have one down. Volperto, Death by Video Game, and now Ventro gonna rotate over. Looks like it's gonna be traded for the Dragon. Spectre Gaming is going to take that Ocean Drake. I like Ocean Drake better than Grugs, especially if you have a team that needs to just get later. Like, I don't know, a Vigar.
That's
Like,
fair.
I feel like that's better, but I have no basis to back it up other than vibes. So, you know, I make no promises that that is like mathematically correct way to play League of Legends. Just it's how I feel. But we are still only 800 gold difference. It is Knights of Ishtar
Also,
up ahead.
Vibrant just looks like he walks slow. I'm realizing.
Yeah, I think that might have been it as well. It just
Yeah, I'm just looking.
he's
He's
like-
walk around. Yeah.
like the Randy Moss of character models. Like Randy Moss never looked like he was running fast, and then he would run past your number one cornerback, and you'd be like, but he's jogging, bro. He's jogging. That's it. Voperto able to steal away the red buff, and now it looks like Learning and Basic maybe want to get some aggression, but changing their mind. Just securing the wave. We do have a Sheen coming in for Frostbite. It is going to be a Noon Quiver coming in for a Basic. Both mid laners have a boss
I'm
chapter.
surprised we don't see any like roaming here from Learning.
I mean,
It's gonna be hard for them to get kills in the spot lane, I think, too. Oh no.
Possibly, but where are you
keep
gonna-
questioning? Yeah.
where are you gonna roam to?
I don't know. I just keep questioning like why. I'm wanting to see like there is a reason. Certainly they picked Blitzcrank. It wasn't just random. I would think.
like you're not gonna roam the top lane, right? You're not gonna.
It's true.
I mean, you can maybe roam to mid.
Yeah.
That is helpful, but again, it is also a Swain. He can do Swainy things. You know, so you got to kill him functionally twice.
Yeah.
And Vigar doesn't have long, or does have long cooldowns right now. Oh, it does look like there's going to be a fight coming down here. Swagasm is here. Death by Video Game is going to jump in and try to eat
They
the
are
damage,
able
but it's
to
not going to be
get
enough. Frostbite is looking like it's going to go down. It is going to go down, but Learning again is going to get the kill.
Oh wow. Oh no.
That is going to be the Xayah ult. Tygoon is going to stop the elastic slingshot there from Lake with the steadfast presence. That said, Lake is going to go into less bounce. It's going to take a tower shot. Also does have red buff. I guess shared it off of Swagasm. Stupid Ivern things, especially because now that does anybody think that the inadvertent Ivern nerf that you can share the buffs now?
I was thinking that. I thought that immediately, but I think that they like buffed Ivern in response.
Because that used to be like the big Ivern thing. Like you take Ivern and you're like, oh, as a mid laner, yeah.
Yeah,
Get
exactly.
blue buffs
Right,
at
right,
like
right.
7 minutes now. This is beautiful. And then like they added it in for everybody at like 14 minutes now.
Right.
And you're like, oh, well, why is Ivern good? But either which way, Ivern has a blue buff and nobody else does. So not working out like it needs to, I guess. Looks like they are preparing to stop the grub stacking from Knights of Ishtar. That is already going to be the Scuttle Crab taken there by Swagasm. And now Learning is roaming. He's up top. Tygoon is back in the top lane, full health again. Learning is nearby. Lake is going
What
to
is this going to
miss. There's at least 3 members up here. It's a 3v2. On the other side, Frostbite and Basic hanging out.
This could lead to
Voperto might get spotted out. Is going to get that pink ward, and that is the most vision-y vision ward you've ever visioned. Because it shows you everything you needed to know. Now you put it down and immediately he's like, oh, there's 3 people here.
Yep.
Right here. In this bush. Like, no. That is max efficiency. I don't care about the vision score. Vision score would be like, oh, no, it only got you, 1 vision score, blah, blah. No. That saved a life. Oh, no. But on the other side, Death by Video Game is here. Yeah, Swagasm is going to be able to get the root. And going to be fine.
Frostbite are in lane alone.
Yeah, Frostbite, I think you don't want that quite yet. And
Yeah.
also decides it doesn't want that quite yet. That is going to be 1 grub taken by Voperto. Possibly 2. Death by Video Game continuing to keep Swagasm zoned out. Is going to land the anchor toss
I
as
thought
well.
they were gonna be
Swagasm
here,
is going to get knocked up. Is going to be forced to flash away. That is going to be a hook by Learning, though. And now Ventro is stuck in an event horizon, but is just healing up in the meantime. And Learning takes a stupid amount of damage. That said, Essen is going to come in and get the kill with the Primordial Burst. Tygoon onto Swagasm. Swagasm might go down. Is going to go down. Is dead. In the meantime, Ventro and Death by Video Game on the other side just trying to fight out Lake. It is going to be Tygoon on the other side with 3 members hanging out with him. And he's like, I'm just doing poppy things. That said, there's going to be the pull. Excuse me, Volperto getting the kill. Tygoon's still alive. Dead by Video Game goes on to learning, is able to get a kill. And now Ventro is back after the teleport. It is going to get a pullback that never move onto Acid. Lake is going to be able to take down Dead by Video Game. But now Ventro is getting kills. Ventro was able to get the kill on the Acid as well. And survive on the bot side. Frostbite just took like 3 plates by himself, hanging out.
Wow.
So that was a 4v5. And it went even. It went even for Knights of Ishtar. That said, it looks like Slake and Swagasm are going to get the final 2 grubs. So that is not going to be a problem.
Zac passive.
That's true. They did get the Zac passive. They get the teleport out of Essid as well. Ventro gets on the board. Volperto gets on the board. Tygoon gets on the board.
Okay.
I don't think anything's going to happen there, though. Yeah, no, he X flashes and immediately walks back around like, no, maybe not. Maybe not. And now we do have a Cloud Drake up. What do we think the soul's going to be?
Infernal.
I think that's a good call, actually. That was going to be my guess as well. Just because you guessed it, I'm going to guess Chemtech. Lake and Tygoon having a tank off here. Neither one of them doing damage quickly, but Tygoon is doing damage and is now going to jump in. Lake does not have his passive. Is probably going to have to Elastic Swing Shot away. I don't know if the Steadfast Presence is available. Is going to Let's Bounce and get a lot of health.
So much HP that he gets back off of that.
Essid and Death by Video Game now. Oh, Frostbite is here, and Frostbite is going to be able to get the kill. Maybe, eventually, they save it for him. What a good teammate is Death by Video Game. The Dragon is still not dead, but there's no mid laner for Spectre Gaming, and now Volperto might be caught out. Is trying to get away from Basic, is going to use the collateral, but it's not going to matter. It's going to get hooked back in. Learning got him.
These hooks are learning.
On the top side, Tygoon killed Lake, though.
Oh, no then. I wonder how that happened. It did look like
slowly.
Yes.
Slowly.
That's true. We saw that.
But the dragon is still not being taken. Both junglers deciding to take a walk.
Team that is down to kill.
I mean, there's like 4 plates that were gotten by Frostbite.
Yes, and the CS lead in every other place. Just the top, jungle, mid.
Learning, hanging out here in the mid lane. There's all 5 members of Spectre Gaming here for this dragon. And it looks like Tygoon is going to walk down. Oh, there's no ward over here. Otherwise, Learning could have maybe gotten a hook. Actually, does get a hook on Death by Video Game. Death by Video Game is going to get rooted up by the feathers as well. Volperto is over the wall. He doesn't care. Oh, Ventro is going to use the ultimate there. That is going to be an ejection from Tygoon. And now it is a unnumbered fight. And the dragon is going to be taken, but 2 kills are going to go down from the looks of it. Swagasm also going down. They're trying to save the kill for Frostbite, but it is going to be Volperto getting the kill. Double kill for the Graves. Very well done. Tygoon using that hammer. But they don't have a dragon lead, and there it is. It was Infernal. We were locked in. We were locked in. Learning maybe trying to get on the Ventro. Ventro misses the never move. Learning misses the hook, and everybody just looks at each other like, okay. That's what we doing? That's what we doing. Tygoon and Lake up here. That is a Hollow Radiance, excuse me, from Tygoon on the other side. It is a Sunfire Aegis from Lake. I actually think the Hollow Radiance might have... maybe not. I guess there is a lot more AD to worry about on the side of Knights of Ishtar. It is going to be the Rift Herald taken. Death by Video Game is hanging out here. Might be in trouble. Is going to use the ultimate, and it is not going to be enough, but is going to hold everybody there for a while. Is eventually going to get hooked in by Learning, though. It can't get over the wall. They stop. And that is going to be Ventro going down. Excuse me, not Volperto. 2 kills for the Rift Herald for Spectre Gaming. This is the first match. This is 0-0, my friend.
Yeah, first match.
Or first game, excuse me.
Yes, first game.
That's it. Tygoon on to Learning. Learning is going to be able to get that knock-up, and the Glacial Augment literally saved his life, along with the passive. That said, we are 15 minutes in. How is Frostbite doing? 119 stacks.
225.
Maybe not the best, but not the
Farming
worst.
pretty well, yeah. It's not bad.
Tygoon, actually, Tygoon is kind of big right now. I'm not going to lie.
This
Already
poppy,
almost 3,000 health.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'd be a little worried. I'm not going to lie to you, friend. Poppy is 29,000, 2,988. Yeah, I really don't do math. But either way,
wait,
that is
what was that number? Wait, that was
At first
how
I said
much
29,000.
HP? Okay,
Yeah.
Okay, I see.
Yeah, no, the Poppy is that's a tanky friend. Has 133 magic resist and 96 armor already. Yeah, Lake is going to get the knock up. And now he's going to go in with the steadfast presence down, but I don't know that you're winning this fight, friend. Tygoon, not worried. Not worried at all. Just hanging out, getting them grass procs. Now has over 3,000 health. That should get you there. Learning, trying to clear some of this vision here. I'm not sure what everybody's posturing for, but they're posturing. Just flexing on the gram.
Objective up, but it's just clearing, I suppose.
That said, we do have items coming in. That is going to be Ventro flashing. That is going to be the feathers coming out. But now I think that's going to be a dead. Ooh, triple dead. Ventro with the double hook. That is going to be Voperto getting the kill as Essen is going to go down. And another throw. Frostbite gets the kill. That is 3 for none. Death by Video Game barely escapes, but those never move.
With the never moves,
yeah. I mean, I think that is actually not a correctly named ability. when you hit them with it, they move to you.
That's true.
Like I get it thematically, but like no, they're actually moving. That's gonna be the less bounce from Lake. I don't know if you can kill Tygoon. Does take a couple tower shots. Hanging out. Yeah, he's still fine. And now you take more tower shots. Lake,
Zach
my
may
friend.
not be so fine. Zach
Yeah, Frostbite is here.
Zach may not be okay.
Zach is going to dash over, and at least is going to give Frostbite some stacks, and Frostbite is going to bring out the passive, and now we have to see how fast can this Smolder do the work. Oh, and Smolder's going to probably be able to get the kill. Is going to go on a killing spree. That is a 3-1-3 Smolder. Ventro is going to pop the ultimate, and now we see the teleports coming in. Poppy is nearby as well. That is 4 people stuck in, but is going to get rooted and is eventually going to go down. Basic is going to get the kill. Yeah, there's just more people there.
Does that lead to a dragon?
Possibly.
Down for dragon. Ventro has been huge in these fights.
Yeah, Ventro has been huge. Does have teleport. Dragon is up in 20 seconds. Ventro's up in 22, so could be here 6 seconds after the dragon, basically. So, don't count him out. Don't count him out. And does have the malignance. That is going to be a hook from Death by Video Game on to Swagasm. And into the back line goes Poppy. And that is Basic just never getting a chance to move the anchor toss along with the depth charge. And Voperto's going to be able to get one kill. Smolder's going to get another. And there's 3 members of Spectre dead.
This is sliding. This is definitely sliding. Heavily further and further and further. Knights of Ishtar, this is what they do.
Yeah, this is a Knights of Ishtar game. And that is going to be Tygoon slamming Essen into the wall, and I think it's going to be a kill. Frostbite flashes in under the tower. That's not what they want to do. Primordial Burst is going to get one. Now Lake is going to get 2, and now we are turning it around. A little too greedy by Knights of Ishtar, maybe, but they do get the dragon. But yeah, Essen thought he had the kill, but you kind of can't move. You flashed into the circle. And now Tygoon fighting Lake. That is, like I said, the dragon going to be taken by Knights of Ishtar, but gave away a solid chunk of gold there to Esset. And honestly, to the one threat you have on Spectre Gaming.
A Smolder? Yeah, indeed, we do have a Smolder.
We really... The Smolder's not doing bad. The Smolder's looking good. Tygoon clearing this. Bot lane, Lake just hanging out. Oh my goodness. And as we reset, we do see second items coming in. Tygoon has the Spear Visage as well. Looks like Spear Visage is going to be the second item for Lake. It is a Maw of Malmortius to go with the Ghost Blade for Roberto. It's a Moonstone Renewer, and I'm not quite sure what Swagasm is going next, but I already has the Oblivion Orb trying to stop the healing. It's a Ludens, and it looks like going into a Death Cap for Esset. On the other side, it is a Rallies along with the Malignants for Ventro. It is the 2-item spike for Frostbite. Maybe that's why he flashed in. He really just wanted to get that extra little bit of gold for the item spike. Now has the Essence Reaver and the Quick Blades, and that is going to be Lake jumping on to Death by Video Game, or excuse me, on to Ventro. Ventro is not worried and is actually doing a stupid amount of damage right now, and is able to pull in Lake as well. Is taking a tower shot. Is taking a lot of tower shots. The Let's Bounce coming out, but that's going to be the ultimate coming out from the Swain. Swain is going to get a bunch back. The Eye of Empire as well. The heals coming out. Lake is having to walk away. Just barely dodges out the Never Move. Yeah, he's huge.
It's crazy that Swain is 1, 4, and 6. He's just...
He feels way bigger.
Yeah.
Esset hanging out for Tygoon. Tygoon gets stunned, and he has like he has like 200 magic resist. He's not worried. Literally 207 magic resist. Like, okay, sure, friend, you took 40 health off of me.
Let's see what Blitzcrank does in these stages, in this parts of the game. I'm just so concerned that Blitzcrank's just not doing anything at this point.
Blitzcrank does have
he can
the Trailblazer in the Solstice
work
Slay.
against your team as a Blitzcrank right now.
That is true.
Like, I went for Smolder. Ooh, accidentally hit Swain into the back line. Yikes. Well, I guess we lose this team fight.
That is very accurate. Checking the Baron is Swagasm and Learning. Just making sure that, nobody's hanging out over there. Death by Video Game. Hanging out. Does have the Knight's Vow. Also has the Locket of the Iron Solari. So the opposite of Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is trying to go fast, and maybe pull somebody, start an engage. Death by Video Game is like, I have ways to make sure you can't kill this Smolder, who at 23 minutes has 187 stacks. So we're almost there.
Yeah, getting there.
Almost there. Like I said, not the fastest stacking of a Smolder we've seen, but not the worstest. That's a word. Look it up. Don't be hating. Please don't be hating.
Hey Siri, what does worstest mean?
Shout out to Kendrick, who dropped a Malibu's Most Wanted line.
I thought you were about to say dropped another disc.
We might have. I haven't looked at my phone in 24 minutes, so it's entirely possible. Like, I don't want to rule it out. But oh my god. But Frostbite hanging out in the mid lane, Learning does pop the Trailblazer, but it amounts to nothing. But it doesn't matter. The Dragon is spawning here in a minute and is being pinged out. Oh, Tygoon is caught by 4. Now Tygoon might be impervious to 1, but is he impervious to 4? Yeah, because he can eject 2. And he's just gonna flash over the wall. On the other side, Lake and Esset having a fun time. Frostbite is just like pew 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 pew. And yeah, they have to run away from the Dragon Pit, and Tygoon just walks down. He's fine. He's at half health. He literally sat there, fought Daisy and 3 other members of Spectre Gaming, and it's like, yes, you took half of my health. Good job. Yeah, I think revisiting the draft, Spectre does not have anything to deal with this Poppy, and that is going to be Voperto taking out Swagasm really quickly. Lake is going to be taken into the passive. It is going to be the depth charge being used on the Basic, and Basic is eventually going to get away, but does have to use the ultimate. On the other side, it's Lake going down out of the passive, and that is going to be Dragon number 2 for Knights of Ishtar.
Such a heavy draft dip. It's like uncomfortable. I'm just staring at this like, what are you going to do? Like, what are you doing? Blitzcrank was R5. You R5 Blitzcrank. What in the world?
I mean, you're not wrong. I don't know what you do pick there, but I know what you don't pick there. And it's the Blitzcrank who can't hook anyone. Can't hook anyone.
If you're looking to scale, something that helps you scale a disengaged champion, perhaps.
But much like you did say,
there's also the issue that this is what we have seen from Knights of Ishtar.
Rakan,
basically all
Rakan
season.
Up? Was Rakan up?
Rakan was up,
Rakan
if I'm
up?
not mistaken.
No way.
I'm pretty sure Rakan was up. Yeah.
Yeah, Rakan was up. No supports were banned. I don't know.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Just some interesting activities.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting activities. Death by Video Game, though, is going to get a hook on the Basic. Basic has forced the flash away. Does not have the ultimate. That said, Essed is going to be able to get the Event Horizon, but it doesn't matter. It only just takes out the Maul amount Mortars of Voperto.
Is active.
Yeah, Smolder does have the stacks now. That is going to be Lake into the backside. Voperto may be able to take him down. It is going to be taken down. Lardy got a hook, and Tygoon sent him away. So the hook doesn't even matter. Ventro is trying to do anything to zone out the rest of the members. Swagasm is going to be able to get the root. It looks like Ventro is going to go down. Essed's going to be able to get the kill on the backside. Death by Video Game and Frostbite fighting Lake. Lake is just being a big menace. Tygoon on the other side doing the same. It is going to be a shutdown kill for Basic, though. And it is looking like it's going to be a Baron for Spectre.
No way. Nah.
That's tough.
Nah.
That said, Acid and Basic are super low, and it is the one that pulls them down. That is going to be the mom coming through. Lake is hanging out over here. Frostbite is not going to get hooked, but may get jumped on. Is trying to get away. Does wind up ghosting, but it's not going to matter. Is going to go down, and now it's Death by Video Game trying to get away. Is going to be able to hook
And they
out.
got the
But
Baron.
yeah, Barrett for Spectre, 4 kills, and literally that's a 6,000 gold swing. 6,000 in the last minute and a half. 6,000 gold swing.
I'll shut up and eat my words, I suppose. I mean, no, I won't. No, I won't. Because Blitzcrank can't do any of that. That was just people getting caught out. Like, but it wasn't due to Blitzcrank hooks.
I agree, disagree with you. I mean, it wasn't due to Blitzcrank hooks. I think Knights of Ishtar, are just straight up playing way too confident in themselves right now.
Yeah, they're probably also thinking, "Hello, well, they have a Blitzcrank. We don't have to take this game serious. This is an easy win." Probably thinking the same thing, which is the fair thought to have. They're probably not wrong.
Yeah, they are not giving the proper respect because yes, the Blitzcrank is medium useless, and yes, the Blitzcrank literally hooked the Poppy and then got synced out while the Poppy was still hooked. So just had like the long go gadget arm all the way from base, but the rest of the team can still lock you down.
That pulled Poppy
all
the way to the end. I wonder if
that actually would be hilarious.
Possible.
That would have been hilarious.
And
that
so
actually would have
Blitz hooked while he's getting sent by Poppy and gets pulled all the way back to where Blitz gets pulled back to. That'd be really funny. I'd love to see that interaction. Make that happen at least one day, guys. One time. Make that happen at least one time. If it's possible, I'll take back everything I've said about Blitzcrank.
Lake has a level and health lead over Tygoon at this point. Does also have
this Zax pick has been impressive, honestly. And for being such a counter matchup, at least I thought it was. Like Lake has been out here fighting. It's 5-4 and 4. I mean, this Zac has the most kills on their team. Zac has been doing something for sure.
I mean, to be fair, it did not do well per se in lane, but it's also
but not
just
horribly.
a giant Zac.
Yeah, it's
like once you get it, once you get into the mid lane or the mid game, he's still a Zac doing Zac things, taking up space, TCing the Smolder out of the whole fight, and that is going to be a tower taken by the Zac as well. And now Tygoon probably needs to run away. Zac is going to jump in. Tygoon is going to waltz then, and he's going to just keep walking. There's just so much CC there, but it is 2 towers taken, and now the dragon is going to come up. It is, again, an Infernal Drake. Is going to be the 3rd Drake for either side to take. The Event Horizon going to be used by Essed there. I don't know about that one. Lake is going to back. Does have TP up. Wards are being cleared. Teleport coming into the mid lane. That is going to be Lake. Lake is not an easy chap to kill. And now comes back with the Jack shows as well. Ooh, this is tough. Very tough. Is going to get rooted. Is not going to take a drippy drop of damage. That shield from Swagasm also huge. There is a Serpent's Fang onto Voperto, but that is about the only thing that's going to cut through some of these shields here. As the the Event Horizon is going to catch 2 people. Tygoon is going to try to eject nobody, and now here comes the Daisy. Lake is going to get a slam. Ventro is in the backside. There's going to be the mom. Learning is going to get taken low, but that is going to be Essett getting a kill. And now it's looking like Tygoon may go down as well, and there's going to be a pull. And that's the pull you wanted.
Oh
Frostbite is down. The rest of Knights of Ishtar running away. Roberto's able to get one, but I don't think he's going to be able to get two. He's going to jump over the pit and into the dragon, but it is going to be zoned off by Lake, and that is going to be dragon number 3 most likely. Roberto trying to get a steal is not going to be able to pull it off. It is going to go down. That is going to be the ace for Spectre Gaming.
No.
That was the hook. It only takes one. Hit him with that. Hit him with that. Deontay Wilder said, I only got to get lucky once. You got to be good the whole fight. Sure enough.
My goodness, no way.
Yeah, I am.
If this happens, then the Knights of Ishtar playoff curse is so real. They lose this game.
This is very very interesting. Yeah, no.
Playoff.
I'm with you on this.
Playoff Knights, man. This is crazy.
Oh no! Looking very Paul George-ish.
There's just no way. And both the Knights teams. I mean, even Knights of Smash, I think they would have expected them to come out the gauntlet. And
Knights of Ishtar said they were going to be meeting in the finals, and obviously that's not going to be what's happening. Yeah. But it might be a little premature to start calling.
Yes, it is premature to say. I'm just saying, like, I just can't believe that this game is still going on. 33 minutes. We're like late. This is like late at this point.
Yeah. The Vygar is obviously online at this point. Has 1,039 AP. So basically, if Vygar lands a Q onto Frostbite or lands a Q onto Voperto, ouch. That's it. That's like a third of your health, right? Yeah, the Q does a 970.
Who's Q?
Vygar's Q.
Oh yeah, that hurts. Vygar is sitting at how much HP? 1,000? 1,043? Yeah. AP.
Yeah.
1,043. I see. Okay. 326. Okay. Well,
that said, both the tanks are over 4,000, 4,300, and 5,140 for Lake and Tygoon, respectively.
Popping Ventro in these fights. The Ventro purchasing a Spirit Visage.
I mean, just I guess trying to stay alive and provide the slows. Learning a little bit caught out. Actually, Learning is pretty chunky at this point. Almost 3,000 health. Death by video game also close. So I guess that's to be expected. 34 minutes into the game, eventually you're gonna get some health on you, get some meat on them bones or on that skeletal frame. Whatever it is that Blitzcrank has.
Skeletal frame?
I don't know. You know, like that's
mechanical robot, the skeletal.
Yeah, but that's what they call it. Like no, but there's like a frame on the inside that supports it. It's a skeletal frame, but it's not a skeleton. You know, it's a frame made out of metal.
I see.
You know. Listen, if you don't chill out, I'm gonna tell everybody that you got secrets about Boeing. Okay.
About what? That's crazy. That's crazy. No, that's wild.
Death threat.
Whoa,
that's a death threat right there. But
that's crazy.
Speaking of, Baron is
and they just
gone.
get Baron. Interesting.
Melted. And Death by Video Games forced to flash away from the hook. I guess the hook. Actually, I'm gonna say it. The hook is good now. If anybody you hook is getting hit,
Etoe, it's been an honor. No. I don't know nothing about Boeing. I don't know about Boeing. I ain't heard nothing about Boeing. My friend works at Boeing. One of my friends I went to college with. He has
you better keep them secrets. Better keep them secrets.
I know.
Better not say nothing about nothing.
But no. I don't know about Boeing. I didn't get that job. I almost interviewed for Boeing back in 2019.
Actually, a friend of mine works for Boeing too. Yeah. I don't want to ask him nothing about nothing.
Yeah, Boeing has a big presence in the St. Louis area.
Yeah, don't tell me nothing. but Lake is trying to get away, is going to get hit with the Eye of Empire, and now Frostbite and Voperto are over here, Tygoon as well. It looks like they are basically sacking the base to an attempt to kill Lake, because that is going to be an inhibitor going down in the top side while they put 4 people on Lake. I understand, but I don't understand. And now Lake is going to catch Voperto out and Frostbite over the wall, and they may be able to take the passive. Passive is going to go down, okay.
Do they teleport
I see you.
That'd be crazy if that's a teleport.
Lake isn't even worried. Lake gets out. He's able to flash. Here's going to be the teleport coming in from Tygoon. He's going to get the wall slam on the Swagasm, but Swagasm does not care. Essed entered as well. And now it is going to be a fight. Looks like for the Dragon Soul.
I can't believe it.
And Lake can teleport back.
And they have stuff going into their base here.
Yeah, they got supers in there. It is going to be Ventro down for the click. Oh! That Vygar damage is not a joke. Voperto now has to be super duper safe, and that is going to be Ventro coming in. Teleport comes in.
Oh my God, Vygar steals it.
Vygar. His damage does more than Smite at this point. I imagine it would. Ventro forced to flash away Voperto as well. And now it is looking like Spectre Gaming running them down. It is going to be Basic going, dominating as able to take down Ventro. And this is, yeah, no.
There's no way. No,
it's not what I thought was going to happen. I'm not going to lie.
They lost one game all season. There's just no way. No.
Oh, God. I'm not going to lie. We've seen it before.
We have seen exactly this.
It's looking mad familiar. That said, Lake is getting taken super low. It's going to be forced off Voperto, Tygoon, and Frostbite. Making a very, very valiant defense, and at least gonna make him have to reset.
That's one of my favorite lines. Game recognized game, and you're looking mad and familiar right now.
Mighty unfamiliar. The fam ain't eating cheddar biscuits, Granddad. But this person gets cheddar biscuits. Oh my God. But yes, there may be cheddar biscuits on the menu for Spectre Gaming. Speaking of, while we have the second Red Lobster, lost like $8 billion on that all-you-can-eat shrimp because, contrary to what Pimp C told you, you humanly cannot eat enough shrimp to catch iodine poisoning. So they had all-you-can-eat shrimp, and people showed up and ate all they could eat. And it turns out it's a lot. Shout out Red Lobster. That was a 3-layer. That was like a Kendrick Lamar level explanation. I had a reference. I had an anchor. And then I had a throwback to rap history. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Got it.
I'm just saying. You're not the only genius. It's okay. You can play it back like 4 times. Oh man, got everybody thinking deep right now. But deep is also the whole of this gold lead. Is 8,000 gold lead on top of which there's just the amount of stacking.
It's about to pause so hard, bro. Like, where you going with this?
No Drizzy. Vitro and Lake fighting up here in this top
Drizzy,
lane.
No Diddy. Oh, no Drizzy now too.
We're doing both now.
Oh,
Vitro's not 18 yet. It's no Drizzy.
Ah, that's crazy.
Yo,
trying to strike a chord.
I'm done.
It's probably A minor. Oh, no.
But that is in fact accurate that only Tygoon is level 18 for Knights of Ishtar, while that is level 18 on Lake, level 18 on Essed, and level 18 on Basic for Spectre, which not a lot, but it means something, and it means that there has been a denial of XP and gold on the sides of Knights of Ishtar at this point, who have to figure out how to get out of here and get to this Baron. They are down almost 9,000 gold. That's it. Frostbite should have a lot of stacks at this point. Has 387.
5 kill, they're down 5 towers. They're down Dragon Soul. It's incredible what's the situation.
It's tough. It's tough.
I really can't believe it. Smolder passive has been active for a bit now, but it doesn't matter. We have a
It got a
41
kill.
minute game.
It got a kill.
This is un-Knights of Ishtar like.
Learning, hanging out, trying to find some friends. They're all 4 stacked on this blue buff, or on this pink ward, I should say. By the blue buff. Lake is going to get a pull, but is not going to follow through with this. Learning is going to miss the never move, is going to hit onto Learning. Event Horizon is going to miss everybody. There's a whole lot of adventures. That said, Swagasm can be hurt. Lake maybe can't. Oh, actually, that's a lie. That was a solid chunk of damage on the Lake. The shield's coming through, though. Volperto is going to get hooked and is going to get just taken down. That's going to be the mom over the top. Swagasm is taken super low, but Lake is able to kill Tiger. Now it's just Frostbite and Vitro for the lives, and it's not going to matter. Double kill. Double kill.
Goodness.
It hit him back to back and back to back again.
God.
And that is going to be Spectre. Game 1. They don't need a Baron. Just. I don't know. I don't know.
Big autos on the top.
I don't know.
No way. That's just no way.
That is going to be
There's
game
just
1.
no way they won with that Blitzcrank pick in R5 like that. There's just no way. There's no way. Oh my God.
Not only did they, first of all, Lake did more damage than everybody in the. Actually, no. Lake did more damage than everybody on Spectre, but Frostbite did the most amount of damage, which I guess tracks. But just.
Wait, Lake did more damage than who? Than
everybody on Spectre.
Oh my God.
By a lot.
Oh my God.
By a lot on Vigar.
Zach.
Yeah, no, maybe I was misinterpreting what was happening.
What in the world?
Because I was like, oh, he's beefy, but apparently not only granted, I think a lot of it was trading with Poppy, where they would just slap each other around, but they both have 4,000 health. So it's like, you took 2,000 health off of me. I took 2,000 health off of you. Because if you look, Poppy did a bunch of damage too, but it's like, okay. So I can see that, but nonetheless, that's still a lot of damage, and also had almost 90 CC score. That Zach did everything you needed it to do, and then some.
Live and die by the lake, the old Spectre mantra.
Well, it was a nice day on the lake today, at least this game, for sure.
All right, well, we are doing loser side select here in semis, so Knights of Ishtar will get to select their side for game 2. They also selected their side for game 1. We'll see if they make a different selection here for game number 2. And they are choosing to be on the red side, and we will see how they respond to losing this first game. They came in with the advantage. They chose to play Spectre Gaming, by the way, instead of playing Mighty Throws. They chose this matchup. And,
I'm not gonna lie. If you pick, and you lose.
They picked the side, they picked the matchup. I mean, I don't know.
Boy, I don't know what to tell you, but it ain't good. Ain't good.
So we'll be back whenever we are getting ready to start the draft for game number 2, and we'll see what happens.
It's contagious. Tell me, do you feel it too? Mr. Magician, tricking me to loving you. Turning pages, looking for something new. But the rain is stopping me from pulling through. I'm gonna take a deep breath, cut the loving in two. 'Cause I'm needing that day, coming straight there from you. I'm gonna take a deep breath, cut the loving in two. 'Cause I'm needing that day. Oh, Mr. Magician, your trickery is fine. Mr. Magician, I want you to be mine. Mr. Magician. take a deep breath. Cut the loving in two. Cause I'm needing that day. Coming straight there from you. I'm gonna take a deep breath. Cut the loving in two. Cause I'm needing that day. Oh, Mr. Magician, your trickery is fine. Mr. Magician, I want you to be mine. Mr. Magician, you're pulling down my spine. Mr. Magician, I want you to be mine. I take a breath, I suffocate. You rip me off the preliminal stages. You're playing with my fire, you're burning your sheets.
Oh, they going. They already
Yeah,
going.
yeah. They are. All right, let's get into it. Game number 2 of our semifinals match between Knights of Ishtar and Spectre Gaming. Spectre Gaming winning, to me, a very surprising Game 1 victory for Spectre Gaming over Knights of Ishtar. That gave Knights of Ishtar side selection for Game 2, and they chose to be on the red side, and we'll see what adjustments they make from that Game 1 draft. We see that Zach is banned. That's definitely an adjustment. Yep. He did the most damage in the game.
I understand.
The most damage
But
for Spectre.
that does free up the Jinx for Basic.
Yeah.
Jinx was banned Game 1. We have seen Basic play Jinx
Yeah.
more than once, if I'm not mistaken.
Hey, you know what? I always say when you got Jinx, you got a chance. Jinx is one of those characters that always scales super well into the late game. I think Jinx is always a fantastic pick. A lot of teams like to choose a blue side, B1. I'm sure if I was to, and you know what? I may try. We were going to try to do stats this season, but it's always we get busy with other things. I had other stuff going on in my life. I was so like that, but I would love to try and go all the stats. So what is Jinx pick and ban rate presence this season BTL? I imagine it's very high. And I will try to
this
answer
man
that
over
question
here
at some point.
trying to eat food and pay his bills and stuff. Get out of here.
Yeah, so
Don't
I'm not
care
just
about none of
dedicating
that.
everything to BTL. Yeah. And we're going to see the Skarner picked up as well. Okay. All right, much more solid here. I don't see a Blitzcrank. I still can't believe it worked, but we don't see a Blitz.
Hey,
You're right.
Pick 5.
You're right.
Pick 5.
You're right. If
Like,
we
let's
don't
not
see
go
support
crazy.
right here,
You know what? The support counter
oh
pick
my
worked.
goodness.
I don't
my
know if
God,
anyone
they're
has
not
seen the
picking
change.
support.
Oh, I learned again. I don't know if
Wait.
anybody has seen the changes that have happened on that are on PvE for crit marksman, but I imagine Jinx is going to be banned a lot more
Oh yeah.
coming up.
Oh no.
They made it. It looks like they're going to make it back to where 4 crit items can
The
get to
Blitzcrank is
100%.
banned.
Wow.
They
Wow.
banned the Blitzcrank. Oh my
Shout
God.
out Spectre Gaming.
Oh, shout
Spectre
out
Gaming.
learning. No way he got
no
them
way.
to ban
you,
that.
You get them to use a ban on a pick that you shouldn't have picked in the first place.
Oh my God.
Obviously, that man was playing 3-dimensional calculus, and we didn't
Vagar's
understand.
Vagar's a fair ban.
Yeah, that man was locked in and knew stuff. Like I said, knew 3-dimensional calculus, and we didn't. And so now they have to use a ban on Blitzcrank.
Oh my God.
Brilliant. I'm sorry.
I honestly
I
can't believe it.
apologize for doubting. That was my bad. I was dumb. You like?
Yeah, I
you
guess
got
I
it.
had to
You got it,
eat my
friend.
words too. I
got it.
can't believe it.
You got it.
I really can't believe it. Not on my bingo card.
Made it happen. But it is going to also be the ASOL and the Xerath banned again by Spectre.
Yeah.
I believe they were banned. Those were the same second tier bans. What's really interesting is actually now that I think about it, they banned the Jinx, so they must think Jinx is Pigman Prio, and that's gonna be the Ziggs locked in for Knights of Ishtar.
Okay. So
Wait, I'm actually hang on, I'm actually kind of worried because
What
it
are you
could be a
worried
Varus top. Could be the Varus top like last night.
Ain't no
And
way.
then we get
someone else is doing that.
and then we get the Ziggs Tristana tower taken again. I'm a little worried now.
Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and confidently say that that's probably just Katsumi in this league right now that's playing that Varus top.
I don't know.
Did Tygoon pick it up in the last 24 hours? Has he already been playing it? I don't know. That's probably just Katsumi.
But it's gonna be Corki and Aatrox. Wait.
We have questions, right? Do you have questions? I have questions. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, we got some questions.
Does that mean it's an Ivern support?
That's
I
what
can see that.
I'm guessing. I guess. Hey, yo, Learning will play. Learning will play something down there. Yo, we don't care.
I mean, Ivern support was good like 2 seasons ago or a season and a half ago. There was those 3 patches. But it is gonna be a Trundle for Knights of Ishtar, so most likely gonna be Varus ADC. I'm a fan. I was a little worried.
All right.
But I am still wondering, with Spectre here, are we gonna see some strange shenanigans?
I do not doubt it.
Oh, I mean, there's already a little bit of shenanigans, but like, how will they be shenanigan? Will there be one shenan or will it be a double? Will they shenanigan?
Will they shenanigan?
You know, because it's like, but if it's like a surprise Aatrox support or whatever, then what do we do here? Like, I don't know how that works. We just got people to stop trying to lock in Camille support. God bless.
Is the Camille support no longer in the meta?
I hope so.
Definitely see a lot of Camille support this season. Yeah, it's been very interesting.
If you were one of those people in silver playing Camille support, you not seeing heaven, okay? If you are in a less bad hell than I wind up in, I'm fighting the whole afterlife judgment apparatus because you know you was a bad person for that. You should not be playing Camille support. That's for people who know how to play League of Legends. And if you were in a game with me, you're not good enough for that. You know it. You know it. You saw it on YouTube. You saw a pro player play it, and you decided to try it out, and you emptied your face off. I hope, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, that you get rheumatoid arthritis in your clicking finger.
Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's
mean
crazy.
that.
That's very specific.
I mean it.
Yeah.
From the bottom of my heart. I saw so many of them, and they were just the worst. I'm sorry for that tangent, but it was so terrible. And I know there's something new.
Experienced that. Yeah, I didn't play enough.
Oh wait, no, it's Rumble now, because Carrier played or somebody played Rumble at MSI, and I already seen somebody trying to make it happen. And I was like, no.
Where? Support?
Rumble support.
Oh.
And I was like, Jesus, just come on.
Like, don't do this to us in our solo queue games.
Like you know full well, you are not a top 3 support in the world. You're not even a top 3 support in this lobby. Please stop doing this.
In this lobby that has 2 supports.
Just stop, yo, bro, stop. You everybody knows that you shouldn't be doing this, but you saw it on TV.
It's Skarner support.
See, I told you they had a second shenan that we were not prepared for.
Yeah, they shenan.
You didn't
again.
believe me.
You're right.
See, I knew it was coming. I am hip to their game.
Yeah. Hey, man,
I knew a double shenan was happening.
They won that first game with the R5 Blitzcrank. I really
can't say nothing.
Yeah, I really can't say nothing at this point. I mean, and then this one is not nearly as bad as I think. I think that's a much more solid composition. I don't mind this.
I don't know. I don't know what Skarner support actually
just have
does.
Your favorite jungler, so I imagine that they'll probably do really well.
That's fair. Oh god. Oh god.
We got Roberto.
Oh my goodness, it's a Lilia versus an Ivern.
Yeah.
So Ivern should literally just be able to walk in and be like, this is my camp.
Lilia's fast clear. Lilia's great.
I want your cornbread. Ivern, I want your cornbread.
That's crazy. Ivern don't got those hands like that.
But Lilia don't either. She got a fast clear, but that's it. Ivern just gonna walk up like, rude caller. What you gonna do? And Lily gonna be like, nothing. You right. You right. My bad. You got it.
That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, I'm gonna go grab myself something to drink while we hit this 1 minute ad break. It will be waiting for the Spectre delay. We'll be right back after this short break. Okay, are you loaded in?
Yep.
Gotta turn the music off. All right. Okay. Ready for the countdown?
I am.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8,
Yep.
9, 10. All right, let's get into game 2. Our second game of this semifinals best of 5 match between Knights of Ishtar and Spectre Gaming. Spectre Gaming taking the victory in game 1, gave Knights of Ishtar the side select, and they chose to be on the red side, which means what you're seeing in front of your face right now is a lie. It's a lie. I forgot to change the names there.
Ooh,
So,
ooh, there's 5 of them here though. Spectre's got. Actually, there's 4. That's just the second time they've done this. They've put 4 in one spot, not 5.
Interesting.
And then the mid laner has been off to the side.
Oh,
That said, they're gonna walk in now. They are gonna get the root onto Voperto. Voperto might be forced to flash away. It's gonna get stunned into the wall. It is ignited.
Ooh,
First blood to the
that's
Jinx.
tough.
Oh my god.
That's tough.
That is
That's
not
tough.
who you want
that's
to
tough.
get accelerated.
That's tough. Oh my goodness. Ivern Q may be one of the best level 1 abilities for invades in the game. Everyone can just jump onto them. Oh my god. Yeah, that's tough.
That is
And
negative good.
Used Ghost there, and only Ignite was used by Spectre. Whoo, that's a rough
No.
one.
I'm not gonna tell you. Maybe you shouldn't pick Lilia, but
that has nothing to do. That has nothing to do with that champion being Lilia. Most champions in the game die there. That has nothing to do with the match.
if you say so. Look, I have been inspired to hate at new levels that I have previously not reached.
Wow. What? I wonder what caused that inspiration. Do tell.
I'm just saying.
How did you learn how to
have realized
how to be a hater? How did you learn
that I
the
am
ways?
not hating at my maximum potential. And so, I will be stepping it up. And unfortunately, for Lilia
they're not
players,
like us. They're not like us.
oh my god. Ooh, exactly. Lilia players are not like us. And that is going to be Swagasm into the top lane. And Lake is on Tygoon. And that is looking like Lake is going to get the kill. But Swagasm is going to be forced to flash away. Lake is going to eventually get the kill, though. And that is a 2-0 lead for Spectre Gaming. Based off the strength of, I don't know, a jungler not being Lilia.
That's crazy.
I'm just saying. Which jungler? We're 3 minutes into, not even 3 minutes into the game, and that's it. Learning is fighting Voperto, and the jungler's getting soloed out by the support. I'm telling you is this champion is doo-doo, and it's gonna get rooted, and Asset's gonna be able to get the kill. Stop playing this champion. Stop playing this goofy butt champion, and that is gonna be basically using the ghost, forcing out the Ghost of Frostbite in the bot lane as well. Spectre Gaming.
This is simply playoff nights.
Spectre
That's all
Gaming.
This is just playoff nights.
Death by Video Game is going to be forced to run away, and Swagasm is in the jungle of the Lilia. They're getting wards out. They're taking buffs. Lilia is already a camp and 2 deaths behind. The only good thing is, as a jungler, you don't get that like passive in lane XP, right? So if he's not up a camp, he's not really like. If he's only up a camp, I should say, he's not really killing you like he should be. At the same point, he's been killing your teammates. So, just 100% kill participation for Swagasm on that Ivern, and 66% death participation for Voperto on the Lilia. I'm just saying. It's a high death participation percentage. Oh, but now we are gonna have a little bit of a free moment here as we get some Yordle on Yordle violence in the mid lane. Esset is going to be fine though. Is down a little bit of CS though. There has been a solid amount of Yordling. It's the 3rd Yordle we've seen. Interesting, very interesting. Yordle love.
Who's the Yordle game?
The Vigar was the first.
Yeah, that's fair.
But that is going to be the lost chapter coming in for Ventro already at 4 minutes 50 seconds. He's already gotten his back off, is coming back, ready to rock. Esset as well is coming back. Does have the tier and has a couple of long swords to go with it. Is probably not going to be as strong as Ventro is right this second, but should at least be able to get them rockets down. Oh, and they're bringing back the real Corki. They're bringing back Corki. Now all they got to do is bring me back the real Graves. Bring me back the real Graves, okay?
Bring me back.
That's all I'm saying, right?
Bring me back socks and sandals.
No. Oh. Is that what you be doing? Why would, what? My friend. Brother,
It's funny because a lot of us be doing socks and if you consider slide sandals.
That's actually a good point.
Yeah.
I, however, grew up on Wu-Tang, so I am fully aware that
sandals are just not for. I guess that's a 20-year ago thought, but it doesn't matter that it's going to be. We'll get back to that. We'll get back to that.
Every hooper walking to this gym in socks and sandals.
Well, no, it was. If you don't get the reference, Wu-Tang said sandals were feminine, and so men shouldn't wear them. And then I was like, that's like a 20, 30-year ago thought. You don't really say that no more. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
We off that, I guess. Might have to rethink that. But in the bot lane, it is going to be the Noon Quiver coming in for basic as opposed to the
Did you get
Berserker
my
Grease for
socks and
Frostbite.
bringing back socks and sandals reference though?
I did not.
I think was that a Saturday Night Live thing? What is that from? That was a whole song.
Maybe I'm not gonna lie. I did not watch a lot of Saturday Night Live. Yeah.
Oh
But it
my
looks like
God!
we are gonna have jungle
No,
fights.
it's not. It's much worse than that. It's. I hope no
no.
one gets that reference.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know. But Lilia gets.
It's Disney Channel. It's a Disney Channel. It's from the Disney Channel version of Saturday Night Live. That sketch comedy show they had. Oh my God.
I don't even remember Disney Channel having a sketch comedy show, but it is going to be Ivan taking 2 of the Grugs as he was able to bully the Lilia off of, more stuff.
I thought it was the. What's the Saturday Night Live meme music group?
Do you mean the one with Andy Samberg?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Lonely Island.
Yeah. I thought it was Lonely Island, but it was not Lonely Island. It was.
I'm not gonna lie. Lonely Island has some bangers.
They do.
I'm on a boat.
Yeah.
I'm on a boat though.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, friend. I'm on a boat.
There's a lot of good ones, but Socks and Sandals is from So Random on Disney Channel.
I have never heard of that show. I didn't even.
That's fair. That's completely fair.
I was not inside
I
for that
about
part.
that.
But Lilia is hanging out here around this bot side, but is not going to be able to do anything. It's finally
year
level
is that
6,
from?
so does have some CC available.
It's on the
I'm not
Disney
gonna lie.
YouTube channel from 2012, 12 years ago. Interesting.
2012.
Yeah, I thought it was a little bit older than that. Yeah, 2012. I guess that's 12 years ago. Jesus.
I was a whole adult. I had already been to college and dropped out twice.
I was in my senior year of high school.
I was 26 years old. I never saw that. I'm very sorry. I'm thinking about my 2012 adventures, and I'm like, You know what? Though?
Coney,
you know what though?
Coney 2012.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh no, I remember Coney.
I had my Facebook profile picture was Coney 2012 at some point in 2012.
Ooh, Death by Video Game is actually gonna get the door up, and it's gonna be very useful.
I'm surprised there's been no kills while I've been on this massive tangent about So Random and.
I'm not gonna lie.
What's happened here?
I started playing League of Legends in 2013 after people spent all 2012 telling me how fun this game was.
I also started playing League of Legends in 2013.
Tygoon is chasing down Wade
goodness.
after the subjugate,
God.
and he's just hitting him.
Oh
the
my
tower,
God.
Is the tower gonna be enough?
Oh
No.
my
He
God.
said. He said. Bop, bop, bop.
Oh no.
That said, here comes Essek trying to get the return kill. It's going to get some damage. It's going to eventually get Tygoon. Is going to be able to get the kill. Is going to collect that wave up there as well. And still has a teleport available. Basic is going to get a plate down here. Getting some extra damage. As well as Swagasm is off on the side. Ooh, that was actually a Mountain Drake that was taken earlier by Spectre. While they were busy bullying the Lilia off of literally everything.
It's Hex Tech. Wait, no, that's that one. That's the next
Hex
one.
Tech is coming up.
It's coming
so
up. So it's Ocean this game.
I think it's gonna be a Cloud Soul. I'm feeling Cloud Soul. That said, there is gonna be a little bit of a lane swap as Corky is gonna go to top lane.
After Tygoon ran down Lake like that, he was like, nah.
Hey, that's
nah.
that. No,
He
that's
said,
the
swap
stats.
that. He said swap that.
That's that pickup game. Switch,
yes,
switch,
exactly. I was about to say
switch.
the same thing. Ah,
No.
nah, switch it.
After he blow by you,
Yeah.
he did just blow by him.
Yeah,
they were
he
like
said,
switch.
Yep. Hey, you pick that up. Yeah, you pick that up next. Yeah. Next
Shout
time.
out-
Yeah. We'll switch that.
And shout out to Lake for not being that guy, because you know that guy when you call
refuses,
switch.
yeah. Like, nah, I got it. I got
No,
him.
you don't. No, you don't. You see, they called that switch, and Lake is in the mid lane. Now Lake is going to the bot lane. No, they called switch, and shout out Knights of Ishtar.
Good team player.
Yeah, or excuse me, Spectre, not being on their ego, just saying, yep, nope, switch, yep, I got you. You right. You right.
No, yeah, you right. Be humble.
Grubs are coming up, and it is going to be Lilia
sit down,
again.
Be humble.
Getting bullied out of the stuff in the jungle, but that
but
Tygoon
here's-
is
he could
just
be asleep.
smacking learning. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
That Trundle.
Okay.
See, that's what you
Tygoon.
need if you're getting bullied. Ooh, Volperto taking super low with that super mega death racket, but is able to get those drugs. There was a thing that y'all said showed me, and I don't know where it went.
What? Are you talking
Showed me how many drugs somebody had.
Oh, up in the top. It's like the third number.
Oh, okay, there we go.
Yeah. Thumb number from
So
the
that is
outside.
going to be 4 for Spectre. No, Knights of Ishtar.
Knights of Ishtar, yeah.
You got me mixed up. You said it was mixed up, and now I'm mixed up.
Oh, yeah. I've switched them since. Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
As I
All right,
was
Knights
saying,
of Ishtar
it, I was
has
switching
4, but they're not going to get the Void Mites. Are going to be forced to hang out here. And we have a little bit of a respite. And on top of which, we got some kill participation from Volperto. Shout out to Volperto. Shout out to Lilia.
I can't stop thinking
Tygoon
about
said,
so random. It was a show.
Uh-oh.
The theme song was like,
Here
so
comes
random,
Swagasm.
it's a party, get down.
Oh, that's going to be
Oh.
the knockup on the Death by
Ooh,
Video Game.
too
Death by Video
far
Game.
in,
He's going to
though.
get rooted. That is going to be learning not getting the impale
Ooh.
off, and is actually
No
going to have
way.
to use
No
the
way.
shield.
Okay,
The shield is
that
going to
was a
keep
lot.
him alive for a while, but it's not going to be enough, and that is going to be a kill for Frostbite. And then Lake is going to come through, force the flash out from Frostbite, forced to run away, though. That arrow does shoot through, but I don't think it hit him. I don't get to find out, though. Shout out to the directed camera. It wanted to show me that Essek can collect this way.
Right.
Whew. But, okay, Volperto has a 100. Well, actually, it's a 50% kill participation now. Shout out to Lilia, eventually becoming a champion. We still only got 10 more minutes.
Yeah. No, she has ulti now. It's great. She's gonna pop off.
Ugh. Anyway,
Just like how Drake's gonna pop off eventually. He's got something. He's got a banger ready.
I'm sure he do. Oh, the Super Mega Death Rocket actually got the hit, but it didn't matter. That's weird. Like normally it either interrupts or it shoots through, but it didn't either. That's it. Swagasm and Learning are gonna be able to take this Rift Herald. But you can say what you want to say. I don't know that you can come back from the whole world on a Saturday night. On a Saturday night, dancing to you being a pedophile. I don't know that you can come back from that. The whole world. He drops it Saturday afternoon, and by Saturday night, it was at the party I was at Saturday afternoon. An hour after it dropped, folks was dancing, talking about A minor. No, you can't come back from that. I'm sorry, friend. You just gotta shoot him.
Like RDC
Yeah.
said.
Nah, you got like
The
old
RDC
boy
skit.
from.
Did you see the RDC
like-
skit?
I did, but I don't remember what it was. Just, I've seen so many jokes, so many jokes.
The
I don't
Kendrick sitting in
know.
the dark saying, "Did you see it jump?" Yes, I expected it, and uploading now. Immediately uploaded within 20 minutes. Of that was the
It is
first
gonna.
one.
There's gonna be an Ocean Soul. Oh, they dropped a different one.
Yeah.
where
That
it
was
was
yeah,
like-
that was Meet the Grams, and then there was the one.
Well, no,
with-
they dropped a different one when there was like, we should. Oh no, somebody made a video making fun of RDC. where they were like, and then RDC was like, we should make a funny video, making fun of Kendrick having all these disses ready to go. And then they get a phone call and it's Kendrick like, I don't think you should, friend. I heard you was conflicted.
Using your influence.
Yes, and the diss beat. Shout out St. Louis Metro dropping the diss beat. Metro crowdsourced disses. He said, I don't gotta rap and make disses.
That's
he
said make some drums.
He said, check it out. He said, check it out. Check it out. I'm gonna make the whole internet diss you for me. Right? He said, hey, yo, if you want to hop on this beat, you can do. Oh, no. Learning is going to be in a bad place. It's going to get drowsy. It's going to be sleepy. But I don't know. I don't know. The package comes in from Acid, and that is going to be the impale on the video game.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. What just happened?
Take it to the cleaners. I don't know where he got taken to, but Lake is able to get a solo kill on the Tycoon. The Tycoon goes for the dive again. And now it is looking like that is going to be a third dragon for Spectre Gaming. Oh, you want to talk about displacement? Frostbite is getting stunned up and it's also going to go down. Learning's going to be able to get the kill. Ventro's running away, but Ventro might go down. He's able to dodge out the Death Rocket and the Root Caller. Oh my gosh. Yo.
BBL Drizzy? That Metros?
Yes. BBL Drizzy. BBL Drizzy. Oh no, it was such a banger. I woke up and it was done. It was done. No. Yeah, no. I'm sorry. The fact that this man said, hey, drop your best verses, and if you get the best one, I'm gonna give you a free Metro beat. And then the internet, the whole internet, every wannabe rapper now has been dropping their own Drake disses. He crowdsourced Drake disses. Bro, that is diabolical. Diabolical.
The face of a tilted man. And that's gonna be the 7-2 lead in 3 dragons. There's no way Spectre goes up 2-0 with this, man. Ain't no way. Yo, playoff nights. This can't be real.
Playoff nerf, man. I don't know what else to say at this point.
Way.
Lake is in here looking for Ventro. Is not going to get the knockup, but is going to use the World Ender. Ventro is going to use his satchel charge to get away. Lake is going to flash in, but run away. Okay.
Interesting.
I think you actually lost that trade. I'm not going to front, friend. But yes, that is 3 dragons.
Banned.
3 dragons, a tower. What else is going on here?
They banned Blitzcrank and they banned they banned Zach and they banned Vagar.
Yeah.
They did. They banned everyone but Ivern.
Well, I mean, are you gonna let Zach up again? I'm gonna be really real with you.
If you have Tygoon on
Trundle, maybe,
then
yeah.
I think fine. Yeah, it's fine.
Actually, I don't even know, because if a team fight breaks out, I'd still much rather have a Zach than a Trundle.
Yeah, but Zach ain't doing nothing to Trundle on that side lane. Like, ooh.
I think this tower is gonna go down. Basic. Oh, it's like 2 autos away the door.
Yeah, Atoe's just over there chilling.
Essed getting a solid chunk of damage, and he catches Ventro out again. That said, the Bork proc here from Lake, and that is going to be the Chains of Corruption. That's gonna be a kill. Ventro's able to get the kill.
Okay.
Why'd you curse them? That said, the root comes out for Volperto. The tower goes down, and now it is looking like it's gonna be, but it's only going to be. The Death Rocket barely misses Swagasm, wakes up and realizes.
Okay, Tygoon's gonna split push him into this game. Oh.
I don't know. Essed's gonna teleport down there. I don't know about that one, friend. I don't know about that one, friend.
Ooh, that did not work out.
Just hit him a bunch of times with a stick.
Yeah.
Very continues to be very effective. It has been very effective throughout all of human history. I picked up a stick and I hit him a bunch. It's like one of the
Talk
original
softly,
tactics.
But, what is it? Talk softly, but carry a big stick.
Yeah. You know, that's actually probably never gonna go out of the meta when you really think about it. What, like
Wait, which
the
meta we
real
talking
life
about?
meta?
Okay.
The real life meta.
I was like, what meta we talking
I got
about?
a stick and I will hit you with it. Still effective. Almost 100,000 years later, I have a stick and I will hit you with it. Effective. I wonder. I don't see it going out of the meta. Like when I think about it, if a guy walked up to me with a big stick and just started like swinging it at me, nah, you got it. You win. Speaking of, see, Lake said, you know what? He hit me with a stick.
Physics and the
Hit me
concept
with a
of
stick.
torque will continue to make that useful.
Exactly. I'm just saying, it in the real life meta, hitting somebody with a stick could never, not once has not been effective. I mean, there's more effective things.
It's a concept of like a hammer.
Yeah, I mean,
we didn't go flash on like, oh, that Lilia does not have flash.
yeah, that is true.
That's
Does have ghost.
Oh, that's true. What is? Oh, that's so true. You can't do like the flash and Q sleep everybody go into your stasis thing if you don't have flash. Ghost on Lilia is kind of unnecessary.
I don't know. It's a bum champion. I've never played it.
that's crazy, bro.
I'm just saying. But we are setting up here for this Dragon Soul. It is an Ocean Soul.
Ghost, like if I look up on op.gg, does he run Ghost?
I have no idea, but Death by Video Game may be caught out. Learning is going to walk away, though, but that is going to be... Tygoon is going to be suppressed into the wall. It's going to get knocked up. It is going to be in the chains and is now going to try to turn it around, but I don't think that's going to happen. Basic's going to be able to get the kill, and now Frostbite on the other side is trying to get some damage. There's going to be the package by Essed on the top side. Frostbite on the bot side. Lake is onto Death by Video Game. Frostbite is able to get the kill on the Lake. That is going to be the impale by Learning, just keeping everybody there. Basic in the meantime trying to get these autos out, and it is a double kill for Frostbite, and that is going to be a sleep onto Vilperto. Basic still trying to get the damage out. It is going to go down. It's on the minefield, and it's going to get in, and that is going to be a shutdown for Vilperto. Knights of Ishtar are going to be able to take the dragon and bring it back to their gold lead.
Okay, it's not over. You don't want to go down 2-0 in a best of 5. It's like going down 3-0 in a best of 7. Although reverse sweeps do happen much more often in best of 5 than they do in best of 7s.
That is very true. Oh, I got my window open. My neighbor's probably probably lost right now.
I just hope my roommate understands. Let him know whenever he moved in. Hey, sometimes I do this thing on the weekends.
Oh, he probably gonna be salty.
Yeah. Have you ever heard legal?
I'm not gonna lie. Probably gonna be like, oh, well, I thought you meant like you have a friend over or something. I don't know what this is. Y'all weird.
I may be a little bit loud on weekend nights in my bedroom by myself. I mean,
exactly what he thought. He thought you had a friend over. Now he's like, I see you don't be having no friends over. Oh, but Lake and Tygoon having a hit each other off, and now Swagasm is gonna come through, and that's gonna be Daisy to join the play.
What is going on? What?
That's subjugation.
What?
On the other side, Learning is going down as well. Oh my god, and that is probably gonna be Baron for Knights of Ishtar. What the heck?
Problem. Trundle was going big and small and big and small and big and small. What was that?
That's the subjugate. That's not the problem. I mean, that is the problem, but that's not what I'm concerned about. Learning was just hanging out by himself, dead. Now Knights of Ishtar got the Baron. Nobody else was on the map from Spectre.
Throws. They're trying to get some mighty throws
real?
practice.
This is very worrying. I think Spectre might
If they're gonna, if they want to make it to finals, go up against the Mighty Throws, they have to go through the same training that the Mighty Throws has gone through, which is making Mighty Throws, and then still managing to win the game. You got
It must be. It must be. I don't like what they're doing because I think, especially if they have package up, they have a much better team fight and they're just doing other things. I think. I'll say I think because we did have something like a team fight and they did wind up losing it eventually. Death by Video Game is going to get some doors in the face of basically in the face of Basic. Basic does have 2.5 items at this point. Is still a problem. That said, Lake is gonna get Tygooned. Daisy with the knockup though. Tygoon under the tower is gonna go down. Super Mega Death Rocket is going to be unnecessary.
That man's a problem, but luckily he also goes way too deep sometimes. So, hey, no Diddy.
But yeah, no. If he would stop tower diving, would literally have taken this game by now.
Yeah.
What a terrible year this has been. Sorry. This year's been so long. Like every month is just like, what the heck? This feels like 2020 all over again. Like what? Just every day there's a new like. Just what the heck? Anyway, that is 3 items on Frostbite. Does have the Terminus now completed to go along with the Blade of the Rune King and the Rage Blade, so should actually be doing damage. Swaggasm might be caught out here, is going to get knocked up, but might actually be okay. Is not even going to get the concussive blows off, as it's going to be over the wall with a nice rocket of his own. Actually, they went double rockets. I like it for the side of Spectre Gaming. They said rockets. But not the Houston Rockets, because they're in the playoffs.
What? Oh. And the Rockets.
Spectre's in the playoffs, and the Rockets are.
Okay. Hey, they almost made Golden State sweat there for a bit. At least they have a future.
Maybe. Aren't they paying Dylan Brooks actual money? Do you really have a future if you're playing Dylan Brooks actual money?
They have Sengun and Green. Like they'll be alright. They have a future. They have good young players as opposed to a lot of other teams that are in the similar situations.
I'll go with maybe. That's it. That is going to be a route on to Tygoon. Tygoon is going to walk through the minefield. Oh, it does. Oh, actually, that's not his own minefield. So, yeah, he double doesn't care. No wonder he wasn't taking damage. I was like, why is he walking through this? And it's not hurting him at all because the Ziggs is on his team.
Yeah.
And the setup, again, for the Dragon Soul, that is going to be the route on to Death by Video Games, but it's not going to matter. Daisy is going down, though. That is about half that champion. And once Daisy goes down, they are on to Swaggasm. Swaggasm is going to get the redemption out, but is going to be taken to sleep, and it is going to be Roberto on a killing spree at this point. Basic trying to get damage back in return, but it's not going to matter. Learning is able to get the impale, but that doesn't matter either.
That wasn't
Spectre
even close.
running away.
Yeah,
no, I lied. They can't team fight him. I think this might just be Knights of Ishtar. Looking very Ishtar-ish. They might start singing and need to report it. I don't know. I don't remember the plot for Macross 2. I just remember or was it Macross 6? I just remember that there was Ishtar. Ishtar was in that movie. She was the Zentradi girl that like defected or whatever, and her name was Ishtar. I remember that part. I don't remember the rest. Anyway, that was like 30 years ago. I was a young man when I first saw that movie, very young. So you'll forgive me for not remembering exactly the whole plot, but either way, Ishtar won the war, and it looks like Ishtar might be at least winning this battle right now. Is that where they got that name from?
It is some type of god of something.
It's like a Babylonian goddess or something. That's fair as well. But yes, they are up 5,000 gold, and there's a shutdown on all the carries, and the carries can't be touched is the more important part right now. They are blowing up the front line of Spectre Gaming, and it's kind of a problem now that I think about it. Yeah, I don't know that there's anything that can be done here. What do you think? What can Spectre actually do?
I thought that they were fine before that last team fight. So I don't.
I mean, they got the big 5v5, and
Yeah, and they
did-
got demolished. Wasn't even close. They can't split
Yeah.
push. They can't team fight. I mean, I don't know. They need to get Jinx to pop off. They need. It's in Jinx we trust. It's the if we have a Jinx we have a chance. Jinx does have 297 farm. Jinx does have 3 items. Does have a QSS as well. The Jinx should be pretty powerful here. Maybe if they're able to get a catch out, and they need to get Jinx that first get excited. And maybe get her to pop off. They are not going to be able to compete for this.
Oh
Jinx is
no,
way
they
too
can't
far
stop
away.
that Baron.
Jinx
It
is
is
way too far
gone.
away. Unless they slow them down
Maybe they-
significantly.
They're not going to
Unless
be
they
able to,
slow
but it looks
down-
like they're
no,
gonna.
no, no.
They're trying to pick this fight. Daisy is going to be taken low. Death by Video Game is going to step up here into learning. Swagasm is going to be able to get this root. That is going to be Daisy coming through. The Swirl Seed is going to land on the Swagasm, as well as a couple other things. It's going to wind
So
up getting rooted up.
Swagasm's in
Swagasm
trouble.
is going to use the redemption.
don't-
That
they
may
don't have
not
a
be
front
enough.
line.
It's going to be stunned.
have a front
It's going to
line.
go down, and now it is going to be the Chains of Corruption coming in by Frostbite, eating through
that
everybody.
does nothing.
Tygoon also just whack, 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 whack. Hit him with a stick, and it is going to be a drowsy lake. Is going to go down as well. There is only Esset left, and I don't think that's going to matter. Knights of Ishtar.
Okay. Reset. It's 1-1. Now this is a best of 3 match. There
They
it
said-
is. Game 2 is going to go to Knights of Ishtar, and it was looking rough. It was looking rough. I was thinking, oh my goodness. Oh
Yeah,
my
it was looking
goodness.
tough.
Yeah, it was.
They said Spectre Gaming, the Spectre starring Alec Baldwin, Spectral Maw, I don't care, Knights of Ishtar and 4. That's what they said with the LeBron cigarette meme. That's what they went with.
I'm sorry. What
You don't know the LeBron cigarette meme?
No.
Oh,
Is
man.
it a cigarette? I thought you said cigarette meat, and I was very confused.
Meme.
Meme. A meme. No, that's not.
Oh my god.
But the most
If you
damage this
say
game
that
is going to
for-
be done for by Tycoon. Kind of unsurprisingly, Tycoon was in there, messing some people up. The most damage on the side of Spectre is going to be done by Issa on that Corki, and yeah, we'll see. They really turned that around. Knights of Ishtar, that early game was not going in favor of the Knights of Ishtar.
It really wasn't, and they did. They pulled a full Knights of Ishtar where they were just like, oh. All right,
Never
we're like,
seen that Lakers meme on the
you've
world.
never seen
I've
that?
never
Oh my
seen
god,
that.
it's like 10 years old where he's
Oh,
just like,
How can it
Or
be
he's like-
10 years old if it's about the Lakers? That's LeBron's only
well, because it's
LeBron's
been
been on the
going on.
Lakers
It's
for
been
5
going
years.
on for a while. It's been going on for a long time.
Okay. So it's not always
There-
him just on the Lakers.
There, it started on the Cavs,
I see.
but yes, no, this has been going for a long time. The initial one was on the Cavs, but either way, yeah, no. Knights of Ishtar got to like, they did the thing. They got to like 20 minutes, and they were like, oh, okay, yeah,
Mhm.
let's go ahead and flip this now. Let's get it over with, and then it was done.
Yeah.
But we will see how Game 3 goes because I am actually very excited. We have a series. Once both teams win a game, you really have a series now. So
Mhm.
I'm pretty hyped.
All right. Yep. Once the home team wins, once the away team wins, you got a series, right? That's what they say.
Yep.
But that's not really too relevant here. Anyways, we'll be back whenever we are ready for Game 3 draft. Looks like Spectre Gaming is going to choose red for Game 3, so we will see what changes they make and what adjustments they make, and we'll see what happens in Game 3. We'll be back after this. Okay, here we are for the draft for game number 3. Knights of Ishtar pulling I would think it would count as a comeback victory there in game number 2 to even the series 1-1. I'm still here in the booth with OldSad Boy, if you're here with me.
Yep.
And we're getting into this game 3 draft relatively quickly. Knights of Ishtar making some adjustments from game 1 and game 2. Someone said that they should ban the Ivern. The Ivern did start off the game getting 3 kills for his team at the beginning of that game. The game started 3-0 in favor of Spectre Gaming, and we do see that the Ivern is banned out along with the Zac. We see the Nautilus B1 pick for Knights of Ishtar. And Spectre Gaming banning out the Jinx. The same, yeah, okay, pretty much the same bands that decided that since they're not blue side, they will not give up the Jinx.
Yeah, we have seen
again,
basically.
We keep seeing the solo lanes for Spectre Gaming. They don't mind picking them in the first phase of picks.
I mean, they also picked the Xayah, but so the ARG has been banned the first 2 games, so they probably didn't want to let it get through in case it's either going to be picked by Knights of Ishtar or banned on the second rotation. We've also seen like this super high priority on Nautilus all season basically. Oh, the Xerath has been banned all season, all series as well.
Nautilus is another champion I would love to see the percentage of presence in BTL this season.
Yeah, well, Nautilus has been like a 75% pick ban. Like it has been every game Nautilus is either picked or banned. Oh, and an Ezreal. Interesting. Very interested to see what Spectre is going to do now. Oh, a Sejuani. Okay, but there's not a lot of melee champions to Sejuani with, but I understand. The ban of the Lilia. Okay.
We've only picked mid and ADC. The melee champions use the other characters. We still have chances.
That's fair.
If they go an entire ranged team with Sejuani, then I would be flabbergasted. But
you are making good points.
But they also did R5 Blitzcrank game 1 and 1, so you know they can do whatever they want in draft, I guess. And the Blitzcrank banned out again, by the way. They did not like that. They did not have fun with that Blitzcrank pick. But they also get that out of here.
They also banned the Braum, which I do like.
Yeah, that's fair.
I like Braum Sejuani, just all together, fantastic. Hey, we can basically double CC you off of autos. Yeah. So I understand that for sure out of Knights of Ishtar.
And now
there's the
they'll do the Alistar instead. Okay.
Ooh.
Alistar.
It was all the way locked in on my screen, and then it switched. Like it looked like the time ran out and everything. But yeah, that's a pretty big wombo there. I wonder what they're gonna do for Lake because
Poppy's a good response to Alistar for sure.
Yeah. Yes, it is.
Although if Alistar can still get close enough, even if he smacks into the thing. I mean, I don't know. May not be too bad.
Yeah, he can still knock you up if he
just get close enough for Q. Yeah.
And a Renekton.
Okay. What will we see as a response? We do get the support pick before R5, so R5 should be safe for the top lane.
Unless it's an Alistar top. You laugh. I've been following that guy who plays like master tier Alistar top.
Oh my god.
It's very interesting to watch.
Oh my god. And it 100% could be if this is the pick. No. Nah.
If you go Camille support, I'm gonna beat you up.
What?
TF.
What?
The TF.
I guess the TF top is, but I guess AD TF.
It has been a thing.
I
also don't think
the
it's
ranged
a good
characters like with Sejuani. We were talking about that.
That's also true.
I was joking, bro. It was a meme. No way you play range
It's a
stop.
prank, bro.
There's no way you play range stop with the Sejuani. There's no way.
I also feel like we've had like if we have stats, I want somebody to tell me what the stats are on TF top, because I feel like it's been not good. Like every time I recall seeing it, it doesn't win. But again, that could just be.
We had Varus top yesterday. I really can't say nothing. And it was
That could just be a
against
bias.
Renekton.
That's true, it was. And it did a lot of work, except they just kind of left him over there.
Yep.
Uh,
Let's see what happens.
very curious, very curious. I have opinions, but they're not founded in anything other than just like, I don't know, that's kind of yucky. So,
Fair enough.
like, so I don't have anything to back it up. I can see why TF would win against Renekton, but I also don't think it's a great pick, right? I mean, but you do have enough of a front line. You have some AP, so that's not the worst. You got 1.5 to 2 tanks. Yeah. So I mean, like,
yeah.
it's not the worst pick. I just
Could have been anything.
I don't know,
That guy's
friends.
still being banned.
I don't know, friends. That's all I can say is just like, I don't know, friend.
Sejuani, only Alistar can help Sejuani with the passive. I guess Gold Card can help Sejuani get close.
That is true.
Oh god.
Just I'm very interested to see how this works out for Spectre Gaming. Like I think it could go well, but it could also not.
They're bringing out some spice, man.
I do appreciate that.
Spice from Spectre Gaming.
I'm very excited that people are playing weird stuff. I'm glad, as a person who's always like, but don't go crazy yet. It could be this. And then Spectre's like, so why are you mad at me, bro?
Right.
I do literally say that every draft, like, oh, well, maybe it could be Skarner support. And then they play Skarner support, and I'm like, that didn't work out. And they're like, but that's what you asked for.
It was working out at first. It was working out amazingly for the beginning.
It was. That's true. Until they just. Well, I don't know. It got caught out. So I don't even know if it was that the Skarner wasn't working or they were, it's just kind of a
very sloppy.
coordination gift. Yeah. Very interesting.
And in the meantime, Knights of Ishtar is just drafting very solid every single game.
That is true.
Heavy poke right here.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I can see the path to victory for Spectre Gaming, but I feel like Knights of Ishtar is.
What's that path look like for you?
The range top laner wins top lane.
Okay.
They have a solid, in theory, team fight, right? Like, you have two backliners, you have a flanker / diver in Ari who finds someone and basically eliminates them from the fight, and then the rest of your team can play front and back, or TF can ult and find somebody. You have pick possibility, but also Knights of Ishtar have the same thing, right? Except with stuff that doesn't look weird when you look at it. So I don't know.
We will see. Could be come down to execution. Once again, I like Ishtar's draft. I like their draft game 1 though, and they managed to lose that one. So, the reason why we play the game.
I think the games both games have basically come down to execution when you.
Yeah, for sure.
When we think about it, as much as we thought it was draft diffed, it wasn't. Basically, both times. So yeah, we just gotta see how they play this out and see what happens.
We'll see what happens. We'll hit you guys with the 1-minute ad break while we wait for the spectator delay, and we'll be loading into game number 3 very shortly. are you paused at 5? No. First, are you here with me? Hello, Mr. OldSad boy? Are you muted? Am I muted? Am I going crazy?
Hang on, I'm here. Hang on.
Okay, okay.
Sorry, I was like muted the whole time. All right, I am paused at 5.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, play. 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yep.
10, 11. Let's get into our third match of the series. The series is tied 1-1. We have ourselves a series. It will not be a sweep either way. And we'll see that they're kind of going up the middle here. But last game,
Ooh.
game number 2 is won by Knights of Ishtar. So Spectre Gaming chose to be on red side this game. And we saw the R5 Twisted Fate picked up for them. So interesting to see how that actually is out in the long run. Oh, well, we got
Roberto and Tygoon getting spotted by
some people.
Swagasm.
Oh.
Lake with the gold card.
Okay.
But we'll be okay. I apologize. I'm getting ganked by dog right now.
Nah, it happens.
I grabbed a snack, and he is very interested in it. Bro, you're not getting any. Please go away. You have already eaten. But we are not, looks like, seeing a ghost on Lilia adventure like we had last time. Everything looks pretty standard from both sides as far as runes and summoner spells. I'm trying to think, I feel like Xerath has actually been banned a lot against Ventro.
I think it has, yeah.
That's my video game is still not spotted. Well, now it is. Alright, Ezreal did start tier as opposed to a Doran's item. It is going to be Doran's Blade for basic on the Xayah. Doran's Ring for Essid as opposed to the Mana Crystal for Ventro. Ooh, does take a pretty nice trade there from Essid. I forget which one they said they're getting rid of, but they're either getting rid of Lethal Tempo or Press the Attack. I think it's Lethal Tempo with the ADC changes that are coming, that are on the PBE right now.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Should be a very strange and interesting time to play champions that auto attack. Tygoon does jump in, both of them get stunned and look at each other. Ventro hanging out in the mid lane is forced to flash away from the charm. It is a hook by death by video game, but it's not going to be enough learning. And basic, perfectly fine. The feather's called back and able to get a root up as well.
Something going on in all 3 lanes at the same time.
And here's going to be a gank coming in the top lane. It is going to be Tygoon getting stunned with the gold card, but nothing else. Is able to dash far enough away to be safe. Lake getting that wave pushed in. Actually, Tygoon did a very good job. Stacked the wave, and that is going to be a significantly stronger CS, I should say. Should be more CS, excuse me, for Tygoon, and that Renekton gets a couple more. Actually, is going to rotate over just in case there's some aggression going down in that jungle up there.
Yeah, able to secure the first scuttle is Spectre.
And immediately rotating through is Swagasm. It's going to leave up the red buff and the Krugs.
I said that.
Is it going to be spotted?
I said that like.
Uh-oh. Essid is going to be in trouble. Is forced to flash away immediately. Is going to get stunned anyway and is going to survive. Just barely. Swagasm is going to be there in time to save him. Ventro ran out of mana and is now going to get knocked up. Is ignited and it looks like it's going to be Swagasm getting the first blood. Wow.
Well, then, that's it. Surviving by the skin of his teeth. Oh!
That is a great team
Oh,
save. And now
Arc-
the charm gets
Oh!
Roberto under tower.
Oh, no!
Wow.
Oh, no! The question mark in the
Wow.
all chat. Oh, man, they really went for that. That's crazy. Yeah, Ari has charm, bro. What are you doing?
And that gives the Ari the double buff to come back
That
to.
reminds me, there was a bug around Ari charm in MSI.
What was the bug?
Interesting. Ari charm allows people to be able to use cast abilities and use items whenever they shouldn't be able to whenever the charm ends. So it's hard to chain CC. There was a Rumble that was able to use Zhonya's in the middle of Nami bubble because he had just got hit with an Ari charm. And the Ari charm finished, and then whenever the Ari charm finishes, if you're spamming the button, it allows you to use Zhonya's, even though the Nami bubble hit before the end of the Ari charm.
Very interesting.
So the Rumble should have died, but was able to go into Zhonya's in the middle of the bubble.
I could see how that would be a problem.
Yeah.
That said, Esset is going to get hit with one of the thingies from on high, from Xerath. They both come back with a lost chapter, but it is an extra Doran's ring for Esset. So, the advantage of that kill. The Doran's ring and the blue buff learning is hanging out nearby, is going to... Oh, the charm misses, though. On the other side, Death by Video Game is there with the hook. Ventro is actually level 6. Esset is not, and that's going to be the Rights of Arcane coming down. Esset is going to go down, and now the rest of them are collapsing onto learning. Is going to eventually... Ooh, a very nice use of all the combos, but is going to get hooked back in. It's going to go down to Death by Video Game.
And they said, yeah, you're going to question mark me? Okay, yeah, we coming back. Don't worry. Ooh, just face in trouble.
Uh-oh.
Face
Lake forced to use the ghost, is
Ooh,
forced to use
not
the flash,
that here.
gets the gold card. Get the flash out of Tygoon as well, but Tygoon still has a teleport. Twisted Fate, I guess, has the Destiny. It's the same. Okay, that's fair.
Oh.
But is hanging out. I don't know about that one,
Yeah,
friend.
I was like, I don't know if he can stay. Like, you are still Twisted Fate. Even if you're
Tygoon is going to get the
lane.
kill. Frostbite is going to be forced to Arcane Shift and Flash. So when I was first learning League of Legends, actually, that was like the craziest combo in the world that we were like, if you can figure out how to Arcane Shift and then Flash right over, you're that guy.
If you can figure out how to do what?
If you can Arcane Shift and then Flash, so like basically use it like we just saw to get the double escape, like, that was like mechanically crazy in 2013. You're laughing, but you know full well. Think of the things you thought were like, whoever was playing with you, the things you thought were like, that's just mechanically insane. How in the world did you do that? That is going to be learning coming over the wall, but another Arcane Shift coming out by Frostbite, going to keep him alive, but it does save the ward for Spectre Gaming. That said, Lake did use the Destiny to get back up to top lane. Tygoon used the teleport. We are at something of an equilibrium.
Yep, 400 gold lead here for Knights of Ishtar.
Tygoon jumps onto Lake. Does get gold carded back, but is absolutely not afraid. And is actually not taking nearly as much damage as Lake is.
Yeah. Yeah, Renekton's ahead of this matchup. It's very, very difficult for TF. TF needs to be able to trade back better than that. But Renekton already has the sustain as well. It makes it very difficult. Renekton just sustains back up too.
Right. With the Vamp Scepter, and you see him now, and he also has the heal built into his hit. Yeah.
Into his kilt. It's very interesting.
Yeah,
Like it's a Scottish.
He's Scottish.
Yeah.
What can I say?
That's into the kilt.
Oh no, use the card, and now Tygoon is just gonna chunk out Lake.
God. Yeah, I don't know about this Twisted Fate top matchup right now. I don't know. It don't feel the same as the Varus one.
It does not.
I think Twisted Fate gets dived here. I don't know. Oh no, your card's gonna be down. Oh, okay.
Oh, he uses it. Swag has him is nearby, and now they are trying to get on Tygoon. Tygoon is going to block the Dominus, is going to get stunned, is going to dash back in, though.
Okay.
And it's going to be the Glacial Prism is going to save Twisted Fate.
Oh my god, that lands, but maybe didn't want that to land.
Yeah, that is going to be learning sent, or excuse me, death by video game sent back by learning into the Zaya, and Basic's going to be able to get the kill, and is now trying to run down Frostbite. Frostbite, oh, the Blade Caller, and now it's going to be a double kill in the bot lane for Spectre Gaming.
Okay.
Kills on both sides of the map.
And that's going to be a gold lead here for Spectre Gaming.
They also picked up the Infernal Drake a couple minutes ago. There is a couple more minutes. Sorry, I choked myself there. A couple more minutes to the Kimtech Drake. So yeah.
The first three, yeah, they were taken by Knights of Ishtar. Okay, first three Grumps, or not Grumps, Grubs. Gronk, Brady, and Edelman.
Yep, they were taken. We have to see now if McGinnis, Seymour, and Vrabel, see where they go. That's not the guy I'm trying to think of. Brewski. Brewski was the guy I'm trying to think of. Lake is going to dash in and get hit with a few cards. Oh, a very nice stun there by Ventro. As it looks like one at least was taken, yeah, by Knights of Ishtar. Now we have to see if they're going to be able to get to hit the rest. It's looking like a no, though. At least currently. As multiple people are going to rotate up here for both teams. Ezreal is down there in the bot lane alone with the Ahri, though. I feel like this would be one of those times where if you're the Ahri, you're supposed to kill them, right? Like that's the whole point. If you're one-on-one with the ADC and you're the mid laner, you're supposed.
But if it's Ezreal, it's tough. Ezreal don't die so easy.
That's fair.
You're skill shot heavy.
And the flash is back up, but it is going to be 2 Void Grubs taken by Spectre Gaming. Will be enough to make sure the Void Mites don't spawn for Knights of Ishtar. Knights of Ishtar now looking to go into the bot lane, setting up here for that Kimtech Soul. I think it's going to be, or Kimtech Drake, excuse me. I think it's going to be a Mountain Soul, though. What are you thinking?
What did we get last game? Did we get the Ocean? I don't think we did, right? No, we didn't.
I think last game was Ocean.
Was it? Was I right? I said
Because first game was Infernal.
Yeah. God, I can't think of it. Damn it. Well, you're right. It's Mountain.
I've been locked in today, but that is going to be the stun missing. At least the first one, but Ventro's going to get hit with the second one, but I don't think anybody's going to be able to follow it up. Yeah, nobody else is there. It is just a Sejuani and an Alistar. So they blew the flash, though.
What is that? What's on my screen? What is that? What was that?
Hopefully nothing bad.
What was that icon above their heads?
Oh, I'm not sure on that one.
What? What? Neither of us know? What? What was that?
Yeah,
What?
I don't know.
Excuse me?
I don't know.
An item?
Voperto is going to be forced to use the ultimate Basic trying to get away from Voperto, but the Rites of Arcane coming down, as well as Voperto knocking him away. It is going to be a kill. Knocked him out of
the flash from Poppy there to avoid the Alistar W.
But also it knocked him out of the instance of the Rite of Arcane. That probably would have killed him. A double stun going down. Tygoon does have the Blade of the Rune King, though. Voperto is going to get knocked away by learning, but it is going to be the ward lost. All of that for a ward. But it looks like it is going to be Rift Herald being taken by Knights of Ishtar. Yeah, actually, no. Wow. Learning got hit with 2 spells and said, I better pop my ult. That is crazy. The damage.
Alistar things.
The damage coming. No, the damage coming out from the Xerath.
Not Alistar. Xerath things is what I meant to say.
You get hit with two abilities and you're like, oh no, I need resistances right now.
Oh my
Lake
god.
getting
This twisted fate pick.
It's not going well.
R5.
Not going well.
Why?
Hanging out still. Is
Well,
probably
they
the other
like
two
to make
members are
things
probably going to be
interesting.
spotted. I don't know.
Yeah,
And
let's
now we
see 'em.
do see the Poppy hanging out nearby as well.
Roberto
Lake,
is here as well. Ooh,
Lake trying to
teleports
be
are
cute.
coming.
Oh no, that is going to be the
Oh
ghost from Lake
my
to get away,
God,
but that is going to be a
hits.
hook on the Death by Video Game. Death by Video Game never gets to move again. Literally
I mean, learning.
stunned into rooted
Yeah.
into wall
Yeah.
stunned
Yeah.
into dead. That feels super bad, and now it is going to be Swagasm under the tower and is going to have a bad time. The Destiny is going to come in. Swagasm is going to be stunned and stunned and stunned some more, and I don't think anybody's going to be able to save him. That is going to be a power from the
Yep.
looks of things,
Ulted?
and the Rift Herald is going to be jumped in.
Where'd he
Dropped
ult
in,
to?
excuse me. That's a great question. Oh, he's trying to save the mid lane tower. He made sure they got first tower, but also trying to save the tower. And now we are going to see more tower damage by Knights of Ishtar now. Up 1,000 gold. It's going to go up even more. Now up 2,000 gold, running away.
I'm so disappointed by this was a fate pick. And we get static shift first, huh? For like wave clear? But I thought that's not the
Yeah.
energized weapon I thought this was a fate would get.
I don't even know anymore. I don't understand.
I mean, certainly eventually he gets rapid fire cannon.
This is another one where I feel like if you that first of all, second of all, I feel like similar to the Varus, if you wanted to pick Twisted Fate, you need to be getting Twisted Fate ahead so he can just lane bully the Renekton, and it has been the opposite because Renekton has been like, oh, you have a gold card, I have a stun, let's see who's better. Mine is. Very tough, very, very tough. Learning now. Going to start clearing some vision around this dragon. We have a minute still till we get to the mountain. It is 1-4-1. But this is about the time we've normally seen Knights of Ishtar look to take over. Even in game 1, they were taking over around this time for about 10 minutes. And then, so it is still a possibility that is going to be Twisted Fate coming in with the stun, with the gold card. It is going to be a knock-up on the Ventral. Ventral is going to go down. That is a shutdown on the Twisted Fate. That's what you want the Twisted Fate for.
That's what that icon is above. That's the Twisted Fate Destiny
Oh, okay.
icon. Okay, so the reveal
When they can see them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
interesting. Okay. I was very confused. I was like, I've never seen this before.
Yeah, it's like different for the
Yeah.
skin, I guess.
Yeah.
Looks like they're trying to get onto Voperto. Voperto is going to be stunned, is going to be knocked up, is going to continue to be hit, but it doesn't matter. Basic is going to get rooted on the backside. Voperto is going to get a knock-up on the Swagasm, is getting stunned. The Glacial Prison is going to go down, and that's at least going to be a kill on the Voperto for Basic.
Okay. They even up the kills there. That looks like it could be a tower as well, and the dragon is spawning. Could take a dragon lead here. Twisted Fate is clearing out top.
Stop.
The dog is there. Death by Video Game is potentially caught out here, but Tygoon is
The Rights of
has a
Arcane
good
coming
flank.
through, though. Both of them coming
Ooh.
through.
Oh,
Oh
ooh,
no,
ooh.
Swagasm! I don't see if you make it, my friend. That's my video game is going to use
Ooh,
the ignite,
neither
but it
does
is going to be Tycoon kicking down Basic. That is going to be Swagasm going down, and now it looks like learning as
Actually
well.
lose this, yeah. They were looking like they were in a good spot to potentially take that dragon, but nope.
They had it, and then they didn't.
Yep. Are they reclick? Oh, they're going for Twisted Fate? I mean, they definitely have it.
Esset.
Ooh.
Yeah, no, that's a rough time,
But
friend.
they do get Void Mites at 4?
I thought it had to be 5
Maybe it got changed, because that was a Void Mite.
because it definitely used to be as long as you got 1 from each. But no, they got 3 from 1. I don't know. I still think I still thought it was 5. Yes. I thought it was you need 5 to get 1, and then you need 6 to get the multiples. But it looks like the rapid fire cannon is going to be the next item for late. Or that said, Tygoon probably not caring at this point. Already has the Sundered Sky. Also has the Merc Treads. It's just Renekton.
Hook lands onto Learning, but Learning gets Alistar and does not care. Oh, and yeah, Renekton is just demolishing them there in the bot lane. I don't know if Ari is able to really do anything about that. But Baron is up and on the map.
I mean,
See some boss doing. Oh, another hook onto Learning yet again.
Learning should be fine.
To be Alistar.
Just punt him away.
Yeah.
Alistar.
Another hook.
Oh,
onto Learning.
Weirdly around the wall.
Does not continue to be Alistar actually anymore. Learning will go down here. Ultimate
Basic is getting
down.
taken super low as well. Is going to use the Feather Storm, and that is going to be dodging, dodging, but finally goes down. And now I think that's going to be Lake in a bad place. That's my video game, not able to get the hook now, and it's going to be Tygoon in the backside. It's going to get stunned up. It's going to get stunned again. It's going to be fine though. That's going to be another tower for Knights of Ishtar as they are walking it down.
Hey yo, this this Xerath is a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, I can see why they would, I don't know, ban it the first 2 games.
Yeah.
And it's probably gonna be banned again because I wouldn't want to deal with this another time.
Yeah, it's no fun. Definitely no fun.
Absolutely not enjoyable.
Yeah.
But now we do see the resets coming, and we do have second items for most of the people. It is a Malignance for the Ari. I assume it's going into a Shadow Flame on the other side. There is already... Ooh. How is Ari... Oh, the kills are that much. Ari is basically a whole item behind. Ventro has the Ludens.
Ari is down 2k.
Oh no. About to be down some more. Tygoon going to come through, get the stun. Ari is going to be forced to ult away. On the other side, Lake is getting fancy feet though. Getting away from the Rites of Arcane. Only going to get hit with a few of them. Is not going to die, but now we do see Death by Video Game on the other side. And that is going to be Roberto getting the kill as the Ezreal enters the chat as well. Frostbite trying to cut down Swagasm. Swagasm is going to be able to get the stun, but I don't think it's going to matter. Frostbite gets the kill finally. Goes on a killing spree, and it looks like that is going to be Baron for Knights of Ishtar.
Wow. It's sliding up 5k now here at 22 minutes. This is about on Knights of Ishtar's timing. Got to get that mid-20s to late 20s game finish.
That is very accurate. This is right in line. We have seen them basically use the same script every game. The question is, what happens afterwards? Do they end in time or no? Basic is dodging out all of these things, and that is going to be the Featherstorm. Is going to pull back in Tygoon. Tygoon is still tanking up. It's eventually going to go down, and now it looks like they're going to try to turn around. Roberto. Oh no, they're taking the tower. Very well played there by Spectre Gaming. At least get a kill in a tower. Yeah, Dragon is in 30 seconds. Everybody should be up by then.
Yeah, Renekton does have teleport, so Renekton should be able to teleport into the fight.
And there's a pink ward hiding back there that they still have not seen. That pink ward's been there for a little bit. Can you still check how long it's been there? Oh, it is now spotted. But you can't click. Oh no, it no longer tells you how long it's been there. That's tough.
Did not remember that being a thing. I didn't know that was a thing.
No, that definitely was a thing. You could be like, how long has this vision ward been here? And it would tell you.
As in you could click on it and it would have a number?
Yeah. But it is going to be learning yet again, getting caught. Still has the Unbreakable Will, has not used it yet. The Rites of Arcane being used on the Essence. It is going to be Swagasm getting literally chain CC'd and then eventually going down. Tygoon is now in a bad place. That is going to be a knock up on the Lake. Lake is going to be stunned into the wall and is going to go down as well. Ventro's going to get the kill, and it's looking like a third dragon for Knights of Ishtar.
Yep. Just got caught out.
Actually, the Alistar got caught out, and everybody came to save Alistar.
Yep.
This is why you just leave the support to die. I don't want to tell you how to live your life, but that's how you should live your life.
No, you're paying for their sins.
Exactly. Like Drake getting his reputation ruined because Baby didn't want to pay Pharrell for the beat for what happened to that boy. I'm dead serious. That's the original domino. You think I'm joking? That's the original domino that started the beef with Cash Money that Drake inherited, and then he wanted to beef with Pharrell and Pusha T and everybody in the Virginia chunk. And yeah, now we're here. I'm dead serious. Actually, I think I said this 2 seasons ago when we had the Pusha T and Drake beef, because that
was that only 2 years ago?
It might have been longer when it was a surgical summer.
Yeah.
But that is that is the single most important track in like maybe pop music, but definitely rap history of the last 30 years.
Which one?
What happened to that boy? Because check it out. It also is why Justin Timberlake wind up working with Timbaland instead of Pharrell, because that beef made them scared, made Jive Records scared to keep Justin Timberlake over there in case he gets stuck in rap beef and becomes too urban.
Okay.
Like, there are so many things that happen there. But because of that, then you have Timbaland working with him, and Drake. And remember, yeah, it's not going to matter though. That is going to be the Featherstorm used, but it's going to be a knock-up. Swagasm is in the backline hanging out. Lake is actually able to catch out Ventro and maybe able to get him down. Maybe able to get the kill, gets the shutdown. Swagasm on the other side trying to run interference is going to do enough, and now Basic into the fight. Death by Video Game is going to go down, and Lake is here now with the Destiny. They got to turn around onto Volperto. Volperto is able to get into the backline. That's it. He's trying now to kill Volperto. It's maybe going to be able to kill him. Runs out of spells. The shield comes up from Volperto, and now Tygoon is on the backside. Basic and Learning, though, are at least able to get the Rift Shield. It is a 3v2. Volperto is super low. They may be able to turn around and get the kill.
Okay, what are they going to do with that? They won that fight. What can they do with it, though? Not a lot. It was great for them to catch out the Xerath.
The Xerath, yeah.
Which I guess if Xerath's ulting from far away, TF can just do that. TF can just like ult directly on top of him if he's by himself. It's like, hey, bro, stop that.
Yeah, like now that you say it, I can see why the TF would be a good pick, because hey, Xerath is ulting from 2 screens away. That's cool. I'm gonna find him and I'm gonna kill him.
Yeah.
Hit him with that Liam Neeson's. So I can see the appeal now. I understand.
I mean,
and it worked effectively.
With it overall. I mean, you got one. I mean, you didn't even super cleanly win that fight. Like you got it once off, but.
I mean, but you're down 8,000 gold and you win the fight. It's not gonna be clean. It's just got to be you win the fight. So I understand. I get it now. I see the vision.
Still up. Interesting.
Swagasm off to the side is gonna get stunned. Is gonna wind up having to run away.
Able to get that cast, that would have been crazy.
But more importantly, they got 3 people on the Basic, and Basic was able to get the Featherstorm off. Yeah. And that was like the one of the winning fight plays for Spectre Gaming, because with Basic still alive, was able to hit the rest of the team fight.
They do not have any amounts of control of the jungle, though. This Vision War, they are losing it horribly. Next dragon spawns in under a minute.
I mean, you can't really do anything about it. It's gonna take another.
They have to win a fight.
Tricky pick. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, they do have a vision, but they have a vision, but
well, yeah, that's true.
So you know, not having wards, not as bad as it could be.
Both neutral objectives will be on the map here in 30
I'm not
seconds.
gonna lie, I would be more worried about the Mountain Soul as hard as it has been to cut through
Yeah.
Knights of Ishtar right now. I would much more be worried about a Mountain Soul and the fact that it takes 3 people to kill Renekton anyway.
Going to. In the meantime, TF is going to be pushing on the top side. I feel like if you're
The dragon's up in
if you're
10, you gotta back
Spectre-
now.
If you're Spectre, I mean, you can't get to this dragon at this point.
Yeah,
You
TF is
probably
backing
should have
now.
been ready to take the Baron in response. It's too late.
Yes. Yes, agreed. They're not going to be able to get there.
They're not gonna be able to do either.
no.
Not gonna do
And they're
either.
looking. They're clearing vision. Like, why are you clearing vision?
Yeah.
X Flash by Death by Video Game over the wall is not going to go for a play. But yeah, clearing vision is not the best use of your time there, friend.
Yeah.
You should have been at least setting up vision around the Baron because they're going to do the same thing now, and they're even harder to kill. That is going to be a crit bloom coming in from the Ari. Is now at 3 items, so did catch up a little bit there. But yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. That was call.
Yeah, that's some bad macro right there. I think it's gonna really cost them. And you can't even get those mistakes against Knights of Ishtar. Knights of Ishtar do take advantage of those mistakes. Like they're like, okay, now we'll set up Baron Vision. They were able to get like you could have at least got the scuttle outside of Baron. Like that, getting scuttle outside of the neutral objective is so good. It's so powerful because they can't clear that.
Yeah. It not the only issue I have with it is that if you are on the blue side and you get you get the scuttle around Baron, there is still the possibility they can sneak over that wall and take Baron.
That's true.
Unseen.
As long as you don't get too confident about the fact that you have vision on Baron. I mean,
Yeah, and they did. Well, now they're clearing vision. Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Is that they didn't clear the vision all the way, and they don't have any wards over.
But yeah, but if you're red, I mean they're red side. If they're able to get that scuttle, then it gives them a lot more.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Ooh, Swag hasn't been able to get away, but now the vision is being cleared. 4 Rilsies by Knights of Ishtar, and I don't know what Spectre can do. We're in the same spot we were last time. It's only a 4,000 gold lead. Twisted Fate is matching up with the Renekton down there in the bot lane, though,
Which is not gone
which is
well for them at all in the slightest.
very dangerous. And Knights of Ishtar just kind of running interference. They are going to get the hook onto learning here. The Alistar is going to be fine, though. It's just going to walk away. They're not too worried about it. Alistar very tanky, as is the Sejuani right now. So not a big issue. Again, vision being placed, vision being cleared.
They're starting it.
I mean, there are no inhibitors down though, so Spectre can at least freely walk around.
They're
Yeah,
gonna try to catch out the Renekton.
looks like it.
No.
Oh, they are gonna get the stun onto learning, and now everybody's gonna turn around, and I don't think this is a good idea. Learning
this didn't
is
work out
going
for
to go
them
down.
at all.
Tygoon is gonna go down. That is going to be a pull
That didn't work out for
onto
them at all.
Basic. Basic is still getting knocked up. Did not time it right. The Featherstorm was not properly done, and now it is going to be Voperto, and the backside is charmed up, but it's not gonna matter. There's no more real damage, and that is gonna be a hook pulled in. Swagasm is gonna go down. Essid is running away. Slake is able to get a kill on Voperto, but I don't think that's gonna matter, friend. That is gonna be an inhibitor taken, and they may look to end the game. Knights of Ishtar.
Yeah, they should. As they should.
Only 2 members alive. That is going to be a hook onto the Ari, and Ari is going to be stunned to death on the backside. Lake is trying to just run interference, but it's not going to matter. It's going to get stunned up. It's going to get shot down. It's going to go down. Double kill for Voperto, and for Ventro, and that is looking like it is going to be a Nexus finally being taken for Knights of Ishtar. I shouldn't be finally. It's 33 minutes into the game. It's about right, about in their timing.
Yeah. Another kind of a. These games are going to be kind of sloppy, but there it is. It's going to be a 33-minute victory there for Knights of Ishtar to take Game 3 and take the series lead 2-1.
Yeah.
That's Twisted
Okay,
Fate,
so
man. I don't know.
the Twisted Fate was
I don't know.
was not good.
It was
but-
not. It was
but
not.
did some stuff. The Ari, which had been banned all series,
Didn't do a lot.
did less stuff.
Yeah.
That's an even bigger worry.
Yeah,
I think.
but like it's useful still. Like I mean, you don't need both of them. Like Ari has doesn't just die. Does have mobility and a CC that's at range. Like I don't know. Like you can't
But
have
didn't
both
do
of
any of the
them.
things.
But
Didn't do any
had
of the
the
things.
potential to do things, has some true damage later on. Like I'm still fine with Ari being in this game. If Twist of Fate is not Twist of Fate, I mean I don't know. That's just super tough.
I'm gonna say maybe for. Oh, Drake just dropped. Drake dropped the track 12 minutes ago.
Did he really? Did he really?
Yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, literally. That's what was going on.
The Heat Part 6, Drake.
So apparently my phone was buzzing, and that's what was making the dog bark.
The Heart Part
That
6.
That is crazy.
This beef would be because you're gonna drop before I'm done listening.
Probably. We've seen. That's what happened last time.
Oh boy! Oh boy! Oh boy! All right. Well, we'll get ready for game number 4, and we will see what side Spectre Gaming chooses to be on. We'll be right back after this. Meaning, I'm probably just gonna play the song as we do this.
I'm waiting for you to cut away.
And we'll be right back after this.
Pulitzer Prize winner is definitely spiraling. I got your fucking lines tapped, I swear that I'm dialed in. First I was a rat, so where's the proof of the trial then? Where's the paperwork of the cabinet is filed in? 1090 Jake would've took all the walls down. The streets would've had me hiding out in a small town. My Montreal connects stand up, not fall down. The ones that you getting your stories from, they all clowns. I am a war general, seasoned in preparation. My jacket is covered in medals, honor and decoration. You waited for this moment, overcome with the desperation. We plotted for a week and then we fed you the information. A daughter that's 11 years old, I bet he takes it. We thought about giving a fake name or a destination, but you so thirsty, you not concerned with investigation. Instead, you in that Venice studio, it's a celebration. You gotta learn to fact check things and be less impatient. Your fans are rejoicing, thinking this is my expiration. Even the picture you use, the jokes and the medication, the Maybach glove and the drug he uses for less inflation. Master manipulator, you bid on a speculation. You dumb and reactive, nigga, I'm petty with dedication. What about the bones we dug up in that excavation? And why isn't Whitney denying all of the allegations? Why is she following Dave free and not Mr. Morale? You haven't seen the kids in 6 months, the distance is wild. Dave leaving heart emojis underneath pics of the child. Speaking of anything with a child, let's get to that now. This Epstein angle was the shit I expected. TikTok videos you collected and dissected. Instead of being on some disdirect shit, you rather fucking grab your pen and misdirect shit. My mom came over today and I was like, mother, wait a second. That's that one record where you say you got molested. Oh, fuck me, I just made the whole connection. This about to get so depressing. This is trauma from your own confessions. This when your father leave you home alone with no protection, so neglected. That's why these pedophile raps and shit you so obsessed with, it's so excessive. They acting like it's so aggressive, but you just never known affection. I don't wanna dish you anymore, this really got me second guessing. Touch My Body by Mariah Carey play, you probably start reflecting. I never been with no one underage, but now I understand why this the angle that you really mess with. Just for clarity, I feel disgusted. I'm too respected. If I was fucking young girls, I promise I'd have been arrested. I'm way too famous for the shit you just suggested, but that's not the lesson. Clearly there's a deeper message. Deep cuts that never healed and now they got infected. Like if Dave really fucked your girl and got her pregnant. Talk about breeding resentment. Not sure how to ease the sentiment, the shit's too intimate. I'm praying you recover from both incidents, but you a piece of shit, so this shit really no coincidence. Drake is not a name that you gon' see on no sex offender list. Easy does it. You mentioning A minor, but niggas gotta be sharp and tell the fans who was it. You thought you left D flat, D major. I'll slit your throat with the razor and do Rick Ross hair like that one flight from Malaysia. I'm your baby mama screensaver. Only fucking with Whitney's, not Millie Bobby Browns. I never look twice at no teenager. I'm a fucking hit maker, dawg, not a peacemaker. Yeah, bullets that I'm stuffing in each chamber. Your ass in extreme danger. Stop buying views and buy comments. You may as well keep the paper. Shit you about to need for later. I give a fuck about your streaming data. You could drop 100 more records. I'll see you later. Yeah, maybe when you meet your maker. I don't wanna fight with a woman beater. It feeds your nature. If you still bumping R. Kelly, you could thank the savior. Said if they deleted his music, then your music is going to a hypocrite. I don't understand why these people praise you. Sounding like you sent him commissary when he needs some paper. Album dropping soon, no wonder you turn a clout chaser instead of doing hard labor. Nigga, I see you when I see you like Fantasia. Whitney, you can hit me if you need a favor. And when I say I hit your back, it's a lot safer. I promise. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this shit was some good exercise. Like, it's good to get out, get the pen working. You would be a worthy competitor if I was really a predator and you weren't fucking lying to every blogger and editor, but it is what it is. You definitely got this shit burnt the fuck out though. Like, you got 10 more records to drop. The one before the last one, we finessed you into telling a story that doesn't even exist. And then you go and drop the West Coast one and try and cover that up. I would like that one. That would be some shit I could dance to if you wasn't tripling down on some whole other bullshit. But, you know, at least your fans are getting some raps out of you. I'm happy I can motivate you, bring you back to the game, like, you know. But just let me know when we're getting to the facts. Everything in my shit is facts. I'm waiting on you to return the favor, like.
Um, did you finish listening to it, or did you listen to it on stream?
Oh, I did listen to it. It wasn't playing. I didn't really. I just unmuted a minute ago. At least I hope so. Hope so.
I just played it on stream.
Oh yeah, it was. It was better.
It's interesting. It's interesting. It's interesting for sure. This whole thing is getting really interesting. He's saying pretty much saying he lying about everything. Oh, we faked you. We fed you that fake information. He said
About. I mean. About the. That's a maybe. Sure. You know what? I could kind of buy that. Sure. Why not? Why not?
Maybe we'll give him a name. Yeah. And it's interesting. I was thinking it is interesting that he didn't give a name in the diss. He just said "baby girl" or something instead of like for Adidon or Adidas, right? We had a name last time, so we didn't have a name this time. I was like, okay. I mean,
right? Like, okay,
interesting. Thinking it's like motivate. Hey, he motivate you to give your fans something. Like, you know what? That's also not untrue. You know, Kendrick don't really be dropping like that, but we're getting a lot of Kendrick stuff. People say Kendrick about to drop in 10 minutes.
Right.
Kendrick
like,
dropping within the hour. I swear, if that happens again, that'd be so amazing. If Kendrick drops before this stream is done.
that would be crazy. Yeah. Like but I don't think he got it, but that was better than Family Matters was, for sure.
It's just a very direct response to the last of what Kendrick gets dropped. I was like, okay, yeah, we're working overtime.
I do appreciate him actually, you know, rapping with actual raps.
He's out here rapping. It's interesting, yeah.
Shout out to Kendrick for making Drake rap. You know, he can say that, oh, I made Kendrick actually, you know, drop something for the fans. And I'm like, yeah, that's cool. But this is the first time we not heard you rap for real in like 15 years, bro. Chill out. I don't know.
It's not on trending right now. Family Matters is number 1 on trending. 616 in LA is up here. Meet the Grams, Family Matters. This one's not on trending yet.
Maybe it's too quick.
Yeah, it's too quick. Yeah, within 30 minutes.
Yeah, maybe the algorithm hasn't ticked over
I
yet.
think I've listened to 616. Did I miss one?
You definitely listened to it. I shouldn't say you definitely. You might have, but you had to try to miss it.
It looks like they're ready, or they're asking if they're ready. Intro support. I need 1 second. Okay.
I mean, the only here's the thing. He's like, "Oh, I'm too famous if I was a child molester," and I'm like,
that doesn't.
Bro,
You're so right. That doesn't. that doesn't track. That doesn't track. In fact, it's usually quite the opposite. How famous was Bill Cosby?
Right. Like, that doesn't work in the year of our Lord 2024 after the Epstein list dropped. Like, no. Actually, the more famous you are, the more likely we're able to believe it, because normal people go to prison for that shit. Y'all just go to places that don't have extradition. So no, I don't believe you. Like, that's not gonna hold up, friend. Yeah, my friend is literally texting me the same thing right at the same time. He's like, nah, that don't make no sense. That's unintentionally hilarious. If I was a child molester, I would have gotten caught. That's not how that works.
Also, it's mostly because of that video of him with that 17-year-old girl at his concert. Like, that video from like 10 years ago. That shit is what he's mostly getting this flack for. Like, that video exists. You can't really... Hey,
it's not just that. There's a lot.
That's probably... Okay.
There's a
mostly
lot of...
like that right there.
Well, there was the model girl who he went out on a date with when she was 18, but there's photos of them together on the gram when she's 16, and everybody's like, I mean, yeah, no, you're right. You didn't sleep with her, but no, this looks pretty sketch, my friend. And then there's him texting Millie Bobby Brown, "Oh, I miss you," or whatever. And she's like 15. Like, nah, all of this is sketch.
And all that being said, let's get into game number 4 between Knights of Ishtar and Spectre game. Knights of Ishtar winning another game, and game number 3 getting the series lead 2-1. Spectre Gaming chose to be on red side yet again. We're going to see Knights of Ishtar picking up the B1 Jinx. A Jinx is not banned because they decided to ban out the Xerath. Very understandable. Knights of Ishtar banning out the Zac and the Ivern, telling us, so you got to show us something new. And I did not like that. That's Twisted Fate. The Twisted Fate will not be pulling a ban, I'm sure. They probably will not be banning the Twisted Fate. No, go ahead, play that.
I would absolutely dare you to play that again.
Yeah. Go ahead with that. Yeah, play that all day.
If you like it, I love it.
Yeah. We're going to see the Nautilus picked up by Spectre Gaming this time. Knights of Ishtar has been a fan of that pick. Nautilus, again, having very high priority in this series and just in BTL this season in general.
Yeah, I mean, it is Nautilus. It does everything you really need from an engaged support. So, I mean, I understand it. But, yeah, it has been, like, one of the most pick banned in my memory. Like, I could be wrong, but I feel like we've seen it a lot.
That's interesting. Zeri. Something that we've seen, only person I've seen play Zeri has been Frostbite.
I feel like, doesn't Zeri do better with enchanters than engagers? But I could be wrong. I will 100% cop to being wrong to this one. I've seen a lot of Zeri with enchanters, so I assume that's what you want to play with, right?
We'll see. Knights of Ishtar looking to close it out. Will they be undefeated in closeout games just like Kyrie Irving? We'll figure it out.
Oh my God.
Here today. Kyrie Irving's 13-0 in closeout games. When they just need that one win to make it onto the next series.
Oh my God.
Kyrie Irving makes it happen.
Believe right now. You are
not
not serious.
What are you talking about, bro? What do you mean?
You are more unserious than Drake's excuses.
Oh, that's
you
crazy.
Are insane.
No, what are you talking about? Not at all. They have the sisters Vi and Jinx. He is 13-0 in closeout games. A very,
not
very
arguing.
specific stat that I was very surprised that they pulled that shit up, but okay.
The statistic is not the part that I'm arguing. The relevance of the statistic. Like, yeah, you are right. He doesn't lose closeout games. Are we
And I'm
sure
just
he's
trying
the
to see.
reason? Are we sure he's the reason he hasn't lost most of these closeout games?
He was for the Mavs on Friday.
That's fair. This is a correlation, may or may not be causation. Because I don't know if he is the causation for not losing these closeout games, but sure. Mathematically, you are correct. We are going to get a volley bear here for Spectre Gaming, though.
Okay.
And then we're going to get an Asol ban and a Vigar ban on the other
Spectre
side.
Gaming picking their jungle and their bot lane in the first phase, doing something a little bit more normal. Woo. They did not pick mid in their first rotation this time. They said like, all right. We're liable to lose this here. Let's not mess around anymore. Ban out the Swain. That makes some sense. The Veigar ban also makes some sense. We're gonna see
trying to say
the
that
Talia ban. Okay.
They sat up in the chair now?
Yeah, pretty much. Can't mess around anymore. They are now down 2-1. A loss here will be the loss. They're going to try to force Game 5. They're going to try to force me to play the Silver Scrapes.
Yo, we got work in the morning. Like, I mean, I don't want to be that guy, but if you was really goofing, if you was goofing for 2 games, like we don't got work in the morning. Like if they win and they get into this interview, like yeah, you know, for games 2 and 3, we were just trying out new stuff. I'm gonna reach through Discord and elbow them in the face. Like, so you're saying you had it the whole time. You had the magic formula, and you just wanted to see if you could pull off some BS. Nah, that's bogus.
Yeah, I agree with that. I gotta go to work early in the morning too.
Oof, yeah.
I gotta go on to a new project. I gotta show up early. Yeah, it's a 50-mile drive. Yeah, I'm not happy.
Oh, no. Yeah, no. So yeah, no. It's one thing if they pull a comeback. If they was just goofing, I'm gonna kick them.
Yeah, very important.
But it is gonna be the Ari again. I didn't like the Ari's performance. I mean, I think it's a solid champion, but it did not show up last game. So we'll see if there's a better performance in here hiding out for Esset on this Ari. Ari's another like old champ, like an old school champ, like back when champs, you know, didn't have 18 things. I'm a big fan of that. Back when Riot Design wasn't just, can we put all of the stuff into one champ, please? Bring that back, right? Intelligible kits.
Ooh, okay. Cassante in the top. We also have an Urgot and a Lissandra. We got definitely some new picks here in this game. Haven't seen these champions in a while. Lissandra, Urgot.
Are you sure we didn't turn on Fearless Draft or whatever it was?
I'm sure.
Because I know you were talking about it. These picks are definitely new.
These are definitely fearless. Not a lot of fear. But, I mean, Spectre has been playing Fearless Shot the entire time, as far as I'm concerned. Blitzcrank, Twist of Fate. Yeah, just throw that up in there.
I mean, you know what? It was effective, though. The Blitzcrank, at least.
The Blitzcrank.
Hey, you know what? If you're 1 for 1 on weird stuff, or 1 for 2, it's not that bad. If you can go 500 on weird stuff, that means you can get away with picking weird stuff.
True, fair enough. And you could get them to, I mean, I don't know how weird the Blitzcrank was. The guy wants to ban it. It's for 2 games.
Right. So it has been very effective, actually. When you put it like that. Oh, and it's Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody I know is out enjoying adult beverages, and I'm here with you. I'm just saying, no hate, but I'm here with y'all. So, you know, just a little, show a little appreciation to us for being, you know, we decided to forego, you know, imbibing and the festivities. We wanted to show you. Yeah. Spectre Gaming and Ishtar, Knights of Ishtar, going head to head right now.
So be sure to hit that subscribe button, and then go over to twitch.tv/OldSadBoy, and then hit that subscribe button, and then
Would
come
not be
back,
sad.
and then hit that donate button.
Yeah. For sure. Hit that donate button.
And be sure, and also while you're at it, turn off that ad block.
Yeah. Man, that was a great plug. I'm not gonna lie. I was just being a little weird, and you like locked it in. I was just like,
So be sure to show your appreciation. We are here late. Well, we got work in the morning. Work in the AM.
that was right. That was smooth though. No, for real. Like I was just like, everybody's out here inebriated trying to talk to me about Drake.
Drake.
Oh my whole flow,
Got
word for word, bar for bar.
Yeah. When they got body by Twitter T. Stole my whole fucking flow. Word for word, bar for bar. Oh man, what's that man up to these days, man? All soldiers.
Probably trying to sell me another scam. The soldier system.
The soldier system, man.
Oh, it got sued for like copyright infringement, like because it was saying it had all these games and it was just like an emulator in a box. Oh my god.
Soldier.
Oh my god. Somebody said because they were posting it and they said they you know, it was like the 15-year anniversary they released Crank That, and somebody said this was 9/11 for people who bought vinyl copies of Liquid Swords. I'm not gonna lie, I was one of them. I was like, oh, what is this? No, what is wrong with y'all? This is not rap. This is not hip hop. No, I was very much the hater. I will be the first to admit when that first dropped and my little brother was like, hey, check this out. I was like, no, what is this? The worst thing I've ever heard.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'm not gonna lie, that boy can't rap though. Am I wrong?
Soldier?
Did I lie?
You can't rap? Is that what you said?
Yes.
But Drake
That
stole his
boy-
whole bar. He stole his whole fucking flow, word for word, bar for bar. And look at how big he is now.
I mean, he's not wrong, but that boy still couldn't rap. That boy still couldn't rap.
But he was a
we are-
businessman.
He was.
We'll be back.
He got the digital marketing better than everybody else did before everybody else.
Yes, he
but
did.
but could he put bars together? No. Let us not lie.
Yeah, fair enough.
He was not barring up nobody.
And we will see who will be above the bar, play above the bar here in this game number 4. Who will advance on to the finals? The Knights of Ishtar close the series out, or Spectre Gaming make us go to game 5. I'm not even sure which one I want to see, but we will see right after this 1-minute ad break, and we'll get right back to it. Are you ready?
Yes. Yes and yes.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Play. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, here we go into game number 4 between Knights of Ishtar and Spectre Gaming. Knights of Ishtar winning game number 3, and Spectre Gaming choosing to be red side for game number 4. Now, Knights of Ishtar are up 2-1 in the series. If they win this one, they will win the series, and they will be moving on to face the Mighty Throws next weekend. And of course, the Spectre, if Spectre wins it, they'll force to game 5, and maybe I'll play some Silver Scrapes. They are continuing to do this 4-stack while one is away thing.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
It's also a 5 stacks from Knights of Ishtar. I don't know what it signifies or why the 4 + 1.
Oh.
Uh-oh. The Vi is going to be
Nautilus
be hooked.
Nautilus was
got it, the
lacking.
flash, too.
Nautilus was
But now Lake is
lacking.
going to go down.
Naughty
that is
Not,
his
what
first
are you
blood.
doing? Learning. How did that hook not
Learning?
come out immediately?
I think he was waiting because he waited till he got like close enough.
Waiting for Val. Like, is this Valorant redoing trigger discipline? I feel
Hey,
like Vi was very close to that. Vi should be dead. Vi should be so dead. The hook was not the first ability that came out of that bush, and that is very surprising
true.
to me.
But the hook landed and even like interrupted the flash.
Yeah, but it ended up pretty far away, and then they ended up dying themselves as Braum is able to get the passive, and they end up stacking, and they kill Cassante, and the kill goes over to Urgot.
Yeah,
Which
Urgot
is not
is
what you want.
Yeah, we are gonna see a strong Urgot. Nobody likes well Urgot players like that.
Yeah.
People who enjoy having
Keep it
shotgun
lazy.
knees like that. It's crazy how Urgot is always like the whole time. Urgot has always just been like, this is some weird design, but like, hey, we're gonna remake Urgot. We didn't say we're gonna make it cute though, but a very nice hook from Learning that time. And now, oh no, he's gotten concussed.
They have never
He's
made
concussed.
things cuter. They've only made things more horrifying.
It's like the
Like,
fate of the world at this point.
Yeah. Whatever this been, it's never meant to make something cuter.
It's never getting cuter. It's just getting worse.
Yeah, you see what happened to Fiddlesticks? That was not.
That's
not
fair.
cuter.
That is very fair. Fiddlesticks is indeed not cuter. It gets scary. You are right. You are very accurate. My bad. But outside of that, and the bonus longsword, everything has calmed down from the fever pitch we started with.
Oh, has it?
Psych.
Oh, has it?
Tygoon said,
Oh.
I have an advantage and I would like to use it now.
Ooh.
And Lake said, I have a champion that was designed more recently. That's all it was. Tygoon is up a whole itemy thing, and it didn't matter because Cassante just, has a better kit, I guess. Love that. Tygoon still getting the damage out, though. Oh, the knees, the pull over, the unstoppable flashes over, does get hit with the tower shot, though. Another tower shot, barely alive.
No way.
That was played so well until it wasn't. And now we have Swagasm hanging out.
Oh, the 3 points.
Wow. If that hook lands, that is a dead jinx.
Yeah.
But instead, it is not.
I feel like you go for the easy hook there. Like, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I think hitting Braum there is perfectly fine.
Maybe because you hit Braum, though, and Braum can just dash back to somebody else.
Alright,
But
that's fair.
Basic is hit with the Q. Ventro is hit with some other stuff. And everybody...
Ooh.
Ventro
Ooh.
is... Yeah,
Some
he's not
other
having a
stuff
fun
for
time.
sure. That's some other
That
stuff.
other stuff is other stuff. And
Yeah.
both junglers hanging around mid lane, but Esset does have priority, and Vi walks back into the jungle, decides, I don't want to do that. I cannot help the Lissandra if the Lissandra cannot help herself. Which is not in the Bible. Did you? I don't know. Maybe it was just like my grandma was like, "The Lord helps those who helps themselves." That is not biblical, FYI. Like I have heard multiple people say that, like it, like it's in the Bible, and it's not. A very nice flash flip by Tygoon. Excuse me. Flash is already down. Lake does have Ghost instead. Ooh, but it is going to be a Mountain Drake being taken by Voperto and Knights of Ishtar. And now Tygoon again.
What's the
chop,
Drake
chop, 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 chop. It is Hex Tech next up. So I am like 100%. Huh. I need to lock in. Oh, that is going to be the Fear Beyond Death used on the Lake, and Lake is going to go down. There's the advantage finally pulling off for Tygoon. Has all two kills of this game.
You can't let that happen. You can't let Urgot get too careful. That's going to lose the series, I think, for you. If Urgot gets too crazy up here.
That definitely will. Sorry, I'm still trying to think. I think it's going to be. You know what? I think they're gonna do us weird. It's gonna be an Infernal again.
Okay, I say Cloud.
Let's see. Hope I can remember what I picked later on.
Yeah, same.
4 whole minutes. A lot can happen in that time.
Yeah,
but
fair.
it is going to be the Grubs being started here by Voperto, and they are going to at least get the first one. Going to try to get the second one. Looks like it's not going to be contested by Spectre Gaming.
They get the Dragon and the Grubs.
Yeah.
This is looking a pretty strong start here for Knights of Ishtar.
I don't know. Chat was saying that Spectre is pulling a LeBron in the first stint in Cleveland and just kind of calling it. I don't know. Ooh, Basic takes a pretty solid chunk, and so does Ventro, though.
First stint LeBron in Cleveland is so long ago now.
It is. But he did leave by just like
What was that? Summer of 2010 that he left. So 2010 was his last. So that's a long time. That's like 14 years ago now. That's crazy.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Swagasm is gonna be seen. Death by Video Game is going to get stunned, but is not worried. Gonna turn around and say, "I can just do the same thing, friend. Come back. Come back." Which champion says that? One of the champions. Huh? Oh, yes, thank you. Oh, that is going to be Frostbite, is going to get hit up, but is going to be fine. That is going to be the concussive blows coming down onto Learning. And now we do have Voperto over the wall, is going to get one. And now Jinx is excited, going on to Basic. Basic is going to live for a little bit, but Jinx is going to get the second kill. Or excuse me, it's going to go to Vi as well. Vi gets the double kill. Learning is going to be able to get killed by Frostbite, and that's going to be a double. Oh, no, Knights of Ishtar. They're locked in now. They're locked in now, friends.
Okay, so it looks like that's going to be...
That's a 2-0-3 Jinx with a plate.
Yep.
That's a 2-0-2 Vi. That's a 2-0 Urgot. That's a 0-2.
The money is spread exactly where they want it to, too. The money is where they wanted it. Yeah, that's looking good.
Tough.
That's tough. That's definitely very, very, very tough. If you're Spectre, you don't like that. You definitely don't like that.
It's like the meme that you somehow have never seen, where it doesn't matter. Knights of Ishtar and 4. I still can't believe you've never seen that meme before.
Me too. Especially if it's an NBA meme. That's crazy.
It's like a huge NBA meme, but that is going to be Learning, landing the hook. Frostbite is going to get the damage back out. They are trying to get onto Basic. Basic is going to get stunned up eventually. Is going to get stunned in the tower. Oh, no, Basic is going to go down. Frostbite's going to be able to get the kill. That is going to be the Fear Beyond Death used on the Lake. Lake might be able to live, though, and they're going to be fine. But Frostbite is just... huge right now, and that is going to be a stun onto Learning. Learning is going to use the ultimate onto Frostbite. Frostbite is still going to get the kill. Gets the stun on the Swagasm has to run away. Oh my God! This can't be real. This can't be real. No, you can't. Oh no.
No, they got neither. Oh no.
So you brought 3 and left with 1. and took none of theirs. Yeah.
They're looking good. This is looking like how last weekend the final game for Mighty Throws was like their best game, where they were like having dog fights all day, and then their last game of the day they just absolutely demolished them. You know what? I got work in the morning. Send us home, Ishtar. Let's go.
Wow.
I got work in the morning. I'm trying to get some sleep.
No, I understand. I still haven't eaten a real meal.
Oh no! See,
Like a real evening meal.
I was chomping up. I was whenever we started this. I had some Thai fried rice or delivered, and it came. I was hoping it would come like 10 minutes before the stream started. But it came right at 6, and I was like, oh no. But then, so while they were a little bit late, I was just chomping on it.
Well, I was gonna make some food, and then I ate like some deer sausage, and then I started choking, so I didn't even try to eat more food. Last game, I started, or was it 2 games ago? I don't know. I started choking. Remember?
Sausage, some deer sausage. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Never had that before. Okay.
You never had deer sausage?
No.
I thought you live in Texas. What y'all doing?
I live in Texas, and I live in the city of Dallas. I do not live out on the range, not out on the farm. I don't live out there where they be hunting deer and cooking it up. That would actually be where that's actually where I used to live in Illinois. I did live out in the country like that. So, but still, I didn't have deer sausage. Sure, maybe if I went up to a friend's house where I could have had some deer sausage, but I never had that.
Well, hang on. Let's go with 2 things. One, dragon was taken. It's gonna be a cloud soul. I feel like I said infernal,
baby, and I said cloud.
Right. All right. Second of all, more grubs are being taken by Knights of Ishtar.
They have all 6 grubs. Yeah.
Ventro is down here. Ventro immediately locks up learning. Learning is going to be able to escape, but just barely. Tygoon is fighting Lake. Swagasm is going to come through here now, and Tygoon is going to go down. There's going to be a shutdown for Swagasm. The Super Mega Death Rocket barely misses Learning. Ventro managed to just hang out down there in the bot lane, though, and be fine.
Deer sausage in the mouth is the best. I feel like you're making a joke there. And I'm trying to be serious about it, but now
I don't actually know the like the joke there, other than like being like, sausage. But like, deer sausage is a real thing that I ate, like to hold me over until this series was over. Like, I don't know the joke. Like, I literally ate some spicy deer sausage to hold me over.
Oh, it was spicy too.
Yeah, that might have been what caused me to like start choking.
Oh, you choked on it too. Okay.
Yeah, you know what? You almost got me. I almost said some non-PG-13 words right there. Okay, you almost got me. So okay, that is going to be Ventro into the backline, though. Basic is going to get stunned up, and that is going to be the ultimate used by the Lissandra. Now everybody's going to be knocked up, and Learning is going to just go down. Kill's going to go over to Ventro finally. That's going to be another stun under sarcasm, and Ventro is hanging out here between the towers while Jinx is getting all the plates. Also, it's not being spoken about enough, but Knights of Ishtar. What is my #1 rule about playing League of Legends?
The utility?
They can't do anything if they can't move.
The utility, CC utility, yeah.
They brought all the CC this game except for the Jinx. And even then, Jinx has
the Jinx
like
enables
a
the
root.
Braum CC. I mean, like Jinx, first of all, Jinx does have CC. So, she does enable the Braum.
But what Lissandra's whole kit is basically CC. Half of Vi's kit is CC. I mean, Urgot is questionable, but we'll say a third of his kit is CC, especially if you get his ult off right. Like, they just brought hella CC and a Jinx. No. Knights of Ishtar, killing it. They clearly went to church with me this morning. Read from the Gospel of Utility.
SPC dropped the ball a bit by sacrificing the chrome sword for the sniper rifle, but that's just my opinion. Oh my goodness, we got a bit. Oh yeah, True Tomko giving us the 1 bit. Thank you for spending that 1 cent. We appreciate it. Every cent counts.
I don't
understand. Puts you the #1 bidder. That is #1. We don't be throwing around bits on the channel. I forget that bits are a thing. Oh my God, the boss with 5.
Oh man, it's going crazy over
okay,
here.
yeah, hey, y'all making it rain out here. Okay. Great for the semifinals for Knights of Ishtar 9-1.
Uh-oh. Ventro is about to get dove though.
Ooh,
does get charmed. Does have the ultimate. Can they get the
Oh.
ultimate off? Does get the ultimate off though. It is
Ooh,
going to survive at least long enough. The tower is going to be shut down. It's going to get knocked up again and charmed again.
I'm sounding like Young Ma.
Finally go down.
We're in the club. Ooh.
Where has she been?
I have no idea.
She disappeared.
I have no idea.
The Fear Beyond Death misses though, and Lake is able to get the kill on the Tiger. That's a good point. What happened? She was hot as all get out, and then disappeared. We talk about practice. Like we ain't never ever go hard for it. No, what? yo, that was on 2K. It was a jam. Like normally you'd be like, I don't really, you get sick of the 2K soundtrack. No, that was a straight up jam.
Ooh, I also love to eat deer sausage, says Hippo Turds. We have some deer sausage fans. We're in a bidding war right now. Yeah, we're in a bidding war. Yeah, you trying to join the bidding war?
But that is going to be a third Dragon Taken by Knights of Ishtar, and the Baron is going to be up in 3 minutes. But Knights of Ishtar are up 4,000.
We pocket watching?
You won't.
How do I donate?
You won't.
Yeah, you won't. For the bits, there's like a bit button in the chat next to the emoji button. Donate $1,000.
Don't do that.
Imagine if I did that.
I mean, do that if you can, but don't don't trick off your rent money on us now.
That would be Etoe's. Okay. Etoe rents is about 1,100. If you
my mortgage about the same. So, hey.
Hey, TTV/OldSad boy. Oh, Flash. Right. Okay.
I will not be sad. I'm just saying, don't get put homeless trying to look cute on the internet. That's all I'm saying. I feel like I have to give you the responsible stuff. Deer sausage it's just sausage made from deer. Lake is going to teleport out. Wow, did not have enough time to back, and now Jinx is going to take a tower.
I might miss this much alimony payments, but it's all worth it for the donation.
Right? Oh god. I mean, I'm not gonna say nothing about no ex-wives. So anyway, I understand, brother. I understand. I'm not gonna lie. Funny things have happened recently. Oh, speaking of funny things, learning hooks. Death by Video Game says, "Oh, never mind. We don't want that."
It's thick, pepper, juicy meat that you eat. Hey, man.
Oh, they come in and they are going out.
Okay.
Death by Video Game and Frostbite looking to escape. Frostbite is going to be forced to ghost away, but
Lake is out here pushing. Bot lane.
Oh yeah, Lake has actually been for getting put behind.
Yeah.
Has been winning the 1v1s against Tygoon.
Okay. Almost similar on gold. Yeah, but you know who is not similar on gold? Jinx and Zeri. Jinx and Zeri are not alike.
So remember in Champ Select when I was like, maybe you need... I feel like you need an enchanter to go with Zeri. I don't really know. Like, I'm not a scientist like that, but I feel like I always see Zeri with an enchanter. Mm-hmm. I feel like I always see Zeri with an enchanter. There might be a reason for that. There might be. I don't... Again, it could not be, but there might be.
Real Ishtar fans love deer sausage. Oh boy.
That's my video game. Might be caught out. He's gonna use the blast cone to go over Lake. Lake doesn't know it yet, but there is a Jinx nearby.
What?
Jinx forced to flash away though. Lake just walks.
Oh,
is going to use the Pathfinder. He's going to take Tygoon into a faraway place. Perito was over there though, running distraction.
He got kidnapped.
Frostbite is pumping out. The damage is going to get one. Is now kiting out. Learning's going to be stunned up, and Learning's going to go down, and that is going to be Acid running away. And oh no, that's a stunned Cassante, and now Frostbite trying to chase down Basic. Basic
Uh-oh.
is going to get hit with the Zap Zap, and he's going to go down as well. And now Essen is off on the side with nowhere to run,
Meanwhile,
nowhere to hide.
Lysandra was just top lane, and
Just
Ari has to
hanging out.
teleport to the base.
Oh,
Oh,
man,
no.
no.
Oh no, the boys are getting brazy, they say.
It was a double kill by death by video game though, who wound up getting the finishing kills. But yeah, no. This might be a little bit of a problem for Spectre Gaming.
And
Just-
I mean, how did they get
just a
onto the
bit.
Jinx? Jinx used Flash though at the beginning of that fight. They could not get to her though. And she was just in the back, happily free firing in that fight. That
That
cannot
is very
happen.
accurate.
That cannot happen. Jinx, I guess, didn't want to get all outed by Cassante, which Cassante ended up bringing someone else over that wall. And Jinx was like, nope, not me. And, well, it worked out.
Yeah, very effective. As long as Jinx stays out of range of Cassante, that's basically what it looks like. Stayed away from Cassante. Swagasm was not able to get close enough. And then once Jinx was decided, no one was going to get close. And Essid, of course, had to use the Spirit Rush to run away because going in would have meant sure death. Speaking of sure death, here we go again. Lake is going to get knocked up.
Lake.
Is going to get hit with the concussive blows. And that is going to be a double root. And that is going to be a kill for Jinx. And now Learning trying to get
Oh,
away.
the CC.
Tygoon hanging with them.
Oh,
Basic is getting
no.
strong
no,
by
no,
those
no.
rockets.
Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no.
Learning trying to get away.
Oh,
Learning is going to
no.
go down. Tygoon is going to go down as well. Speaking of, now that you say that, whatever happened to OG Genesis?
What?
OT Genesis, because you were doing the oh no no. Whatever happened to that guy? He was also popping for a minute. Like 2015, I remember. With the In Love with the Coco.
Oh,
and
that's who OT Genesis is.
yeah. He had that, and he was on the
have
Cut It
no
Young Dolph,
idea.
rest in peace. He was popping, and then he just disappeared.
Yeah, a lot of people from that era just disappeared.
Roberto fighting
no,
Lake though, but is
they
able to
get
get the soul and goes over the
Oh,
over the wall.
no.
I don't know.
Oh no.
I don't know.
They in love with the Coco. Oh, they
I
got,
got it for the low.
This
Yeah,
is
no, what
bad.
happened? Like he had that, and then he had the one, the Keisha Cole parody that Keisha Cole was really mad about, but it was like hilarious.
I have no idea. You got to cut it. Someone in the chat.
Oh no, Basic
Oh,
forced the flash
no.
away just by death by
Oh,
video
no.
game. Just the thought of a Braum.
Oh
is
no!
making the
Oh
Braum is still
no!
here. In the winter's bite, the
Oh,
shotgun
no. They're up
knees.
10K at 22 minutes and 17-4. This is looking like it's Knights of Ishtar all the way. They're pushing down the middle. They have the soul. They have the Baron. They have the Void Mites. Oh my goodness! They literally have everything. They have everything. They're up 11K. They're on the Nexus Towers. Oh, there's a hook.
Like Drake used to believe, they got everything.
my
They got
goodness.
everything.
That's
Going
crazy.
to be
That's crazy.
a dead. Oh,
Has Kendrick
everybody,
dropped yet?
Everybody. On the backside, Swag has
Oh,
them trying to get
no.
away. No, they are playing for the stats. There's no stats, bro. You don't need to. Oh no, Essen gets the charm off though, and is able to finally take down Frostbite. Ah,
There it is.
where stunting goes
Knights of
wrong.
Ishtar are going to win game number 4 and take the series 3-1, and they will be advancing to the BTL Season 16 finals to take on the Mighty Throws. Woo-wee. You know what?
You really
we
never
didn't
heard
get to get the game 5, but we did get to sleep. I mean, we were able to Braum for MVP, to do a Death by Video game. Who's our MVP for this series?
the Braum was locked in the last game. I'm trying to think of the previous games. The Xerath was stupid. The Xerath made me afraid. What happened before that?
We
had a Ziggs. The
Not
Ziggs was
remember.
whack. The Lilia was whack. The Trundle was just smacking people.
Trundle was smacking people.
Let's see. We had the Zach game.
This is my video game MVP, no contest. The Zack game was
Was the other way.
was
yeah.
Lake, yeah. I mean, Frostbite did Frostbite things. Again, it's one of the like we never give Frostbite the MVP because I mean it's like whatever.
I mean, we spent like a whole season talking to him. We don't need to talk to him.
he was
I'm just-
he was
I'm
literally
just
on the
joking.
he was literally in the
I'm
booth.
just joking.
We've heard a lot from him. I have. This is so difficult. Let me see.
I do think Death by Video Game did play well.
They lost game 1, then
No
they
hate.
won game 3. A video game that was the Braum,
It was a Braum,
Okay.
Nautilus, and then Braum again, right? Am I crazy?
and then played Nautilus, and then played Braum. Yeah. Why
Yeah,
do I feel like I don't remember some of these games, like the in between games?
Yeah, I'm having the
It
same
feels
thing.
like
I'm like,
I feel like Ishtar just played like I feel like I remember Spectre second. Spectre was playing like these crazy things. I was just playing this just like, oh my god, to play Twist of Fate top, but everything else was just like normal. Like, oh yeah, but the Frostbite was on Ezreal. Okay, I don't remember much about what Ezreal did that game. I remember that Twisted Fate was a horrible pick. Death by Video Game for MVP. Hey, you know what? The chat.
I'm not
the chat
opposed to
says
it.
Death by Video Game. The chat
I'm not
saying
opposed
Death by
to it.
Video Game. Yeah. So if the chat says it, the chat gets what the chat wants. I hope this is who I grabbed. We're looking for more for Arena. DM if you want. And sincere support as soon as the game ends. All right, everyone, we're looking for people for Arena. We're getting ready for the Arena tournament.
Oh
But
my
here
God.
we have Knights of Ishtar's Death by Video Game. At least I believe that's who I pulled. Hello, are you here?
Yeah, how's it going, boys?
Hey, how's it
Doing
going
good.
for y'all? How y'all feeling? How y'all doing?
We're feeling pretty good. I mean, honestly, we were looking for a 3-0. We did not play very well game 1, and even
I'm
game
very
2,
surprised you lost game 1.
Yeah.
It was looking like you were going to lose game 2, and I was like, "There's no way this is happening, right?" I was literally about to be like, "Oh my god, it's playoff nights, playoff nights of Ishtar." I was literally like, "You
Ooh,
guys
yeah.
actually just have a very real playoff debuff. It's actually not. It's not a meme anymore. If you guys lost game 2, I'm like, wow, they really can't. Wow, they really can't play in playoffs. I was
no,
like,
I
it's
mean
real.
they played really well in the first 2 games, and I think once we finally figured out what we wanted our 3 bands to be, I think we kind of forced them into a little bit of an uncomfortable spot from like a draft perspective, and I think that was. I think the games were way easier when we had a more comfortable draft and we forced them onto things they didn't look very comfortable
Once
on.
y'all banned Ivern, and then I was like, all right.
Yes.
I thought you were like, all right,
That was
Ivern and Zach.
and
We
the
don't want
Zach
to do it
too,
that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they did a lot of work with those though. They played really well, I think.
Yeah. No, I actually am kind of wondering was that somewhere in your mind or anyone else's mind that, hey, are we about to become a meme? Is this about to be?
No, we were pretty confident coming into and even after game 1 and even during game 2. I never really felt like we were slipping away. Our mental was good, and I think we stayed in the games. We didn't like start getting upset or getting frustrated and things weren't going our way. I think that really shows in game 3 and 4 where we just kind of got to do exactly what we wanted and close out the series. So excited to play against the Mighty Throws though. They're looking really good, and yeah, I want to play more Nautilus and Braum, please.
Why would you say that?
I mean, if they know what they're going to ban, it only helps them, right? Yeah.
I mean,
did you watch the games yesterday?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
They looked pretty good.
What were we gonna
Yeah, I
say,
guess-
OldSad boy?
Oh, I was gonna say, I guess if they watched the games, they already knew that the Nautilus and Braum was dope. But why would you give them, let them know what you want to play?
Well, I hate to
Yeah.
tell you, mate, if they're not watching the games, they're not listening to the interview.
You
They're
know,
definitely-
that's a good point. That's a good point. You got me there.
That's fair. That's fair. What did you guys? I'm curious. Whenever y'all saw R5 R5 in game 1, whenever they picked the Blitzkrieg, what were your immediate thoughts?
Well, we honestly were not expecting it. We did not know that he played Blitzcrank.
I didn't expecting
So
that.
it
I
really did catch us off guard.
did you think it was like, oh my god, that's such a good pick? 'Cause my thought was, oh my god, that's such a bad pick, right? I was thinking, but you don't want to pull Swain or Poppy or Nautilus or really even Graves. It just really only works on Smolder. I was thinking it was going to be a bad pick. I was like, oh, I didn't expect that at all, given their comp to
Yeah.
pick Blitzcrank there. And he ended up playing super well on it, but I did not
He
at
did.
all. Yeah, I thought it was bad.
I mean, I think game one was still winnable for us. We had like a
Mm-hmm.
couple plays. We just did really way too much, and it caused us to lose our lead. Especially like Smolder was scaling. I think there was a point
Yeah.
where we were way stronger than them. We just kind of threw it away
Yes.
with bad team fighting, and then the Vigar just got to
Yeah, Vagar got
get
to
too
Vagar
strong.
status. Yeah.
It was really hard to play. But yeah, I mean they punished us for our mistakes. So that was really nice and nice by them. That is not
Yeah.
nice by us.
Yeah. 3, 4, and 20 on that Blitzcrank was learning, but yeah. All right, what do you guys think about your matchup for Mighty Throws after watching them play the games last weekend? The thing is, you guys have a lot of information on a lot of recent information on Mighty Throws. 'Cause of course, they
Yes.
played the game yesterday, and then of course they played the 2 matches last Sunday. So you have they have like 5 or how many games did they play yesterday? Was it 4?
Yeah, they played 4.
Yeah, so you have 9 games from the Mighty Throws over the past 2 weekends.
Yeah, I think they're really good. They've really stepped it up.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm excited to play them. I mean, I'm excited to get revenge for KOS and for the Cat Cowboys.
Okay.
And, yeah, it will be exciting for sure. I don't want to talk about draft or anything like what we're planning, but yeah, I'll just.
Oh, so
say,
y'all already
I
y'all already
think
got
we'll win
plans.
Is what if that's what you guys want? I think we have it in the bag.
Okay.
Okay.
So there are plans already out there.
Yeah, we've been talking. I mean, once we know that they're the one that we're facing, we talked about it a little bit. We'll spend the next week, really thinking about what we want to do. But I think it will be good.
All right.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Looking forward to that. We will decide what day that is. It'll be at 7 p.m. EST, either on next Saturday or Sunday. Usually, I let the 2 finalists decide which day works best for them. So I will be asking you guys that soon, and we'll determine when that is. In the meantime, keep up with those bits and those donations. Check out OldSad Boy, twitch.tv/OldSad Boy. You can also throw him some. You can also rain some things on him. I'm sure he streams every now and then. I'll be seeing him live. He'll be doing some things.
That is true.
He'll be doing some things, and be sure to listen to Drake's most recent drop, and I'm sure Kendrick Lamar will be dropping soon. Drake really probably shouldn't have responded, but he did. So he.
I just
will
hope
be
he
facing
doesn't
the
do
wrath
it.
of Mr. Morale.
I hope he doesn't do it at freaking 2 a.m. Again. That's all I'm saying. Them dropping in the middle of the night for reasonable people who have kids and stuff, and then your phone is going from all the West Coast people like, oh my God, are you listening to this? I'm like, no, I've been asleep for 3 hours. Listening to what?
Hey,
What's
he do
going
be living
on?
on the West Coast. It's West Coast versus East Coast, man. It be like that. But
Stop it. No, release it at 8 in the afternoon in the West Coast. So it's like 5 in the East Coast and a reasonable time everywhere. I'm just saying. I got stuff to do in the morning.
Fair enough. As we're going to throw it on out here, I see my old friend Eva is streaming some League of Legends. I hardly ever see her live. We're going to go ahead and throw a raid over to her channel. Say, I don't know, BTL raid or just say hi or something like that. She should recognize us. It's been a while, but we got a lot of old friends. But we will be catching you guys next weekend whenever we are live again with the finals. I'll be posting all that stuff about that. I'll maybe have stats, but I'm not even going to say that. Let me not even bring that up. I'm going to be so busy this week. I'm going to be so busy this week. It's probably not going to happen. Maybe sometime in the next 3 months, we'll see. But in the meantime, we will catch you guys next week. Peace out.